Our team was like joking and laughing about it. And I was like, dude, this is embarrassing. I just walked out. It was the final game. And I just walked in the truck because they're all laughing. And I was like, dude, you guys are not taking this serious.
Jimmy cheeked out on his team too.
Yeah, after I burned my fucking arm.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Breaking Balls and Fading Balls podcast, episode 34. I'm your host, Tony. As you can see, we got Jamie reporting from, I don't know, where your house?
The dungeon.
The dungeon. We also got T-Skittles over here. We got Samo. We got the whole crew here. Massive week 6 to go over. There's tension in the air, ladies and gentlemen. There's hostility in the air. Samo said he's going to be bringing a big show to us tonight. Jamie said he's attacking everybody. Jamie's backed up against the wall. So is Samo. Falcons lost. Patriots lost. Jets won. Got a lot to go over this week, guys. How was all your weekends? Start with Jamie. How'd you do this weekend?
Played down in Myrtle Beach in a tournament. We went 4-4. It was fun. I made it was probably some of the best defensive ball I've ever played. But outside of that, we had fun. We went to the beach. Mariah loved it, of course. So everything was good there.
Good for you. Travi, how was your weekend?
Sucked. Brock Bowers goes down.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We have to talk about that a little bit later on. We got to go over that because that's got NFL implications too.
Falcons look like a high school team. So, yeah, here we go.
First football week this year where I've won in every single fantasy league that I have.
Oh, you had an ace?
Aced.
So I'm guessing your weekend went well.
Except for the I don't even check I don't even check the sleeper league, so I don't count that. But like all the big leagues I'm in, yeah.
Oh, good for y'all, man. Well,
But that's about it. Other than that, trash.
I had an awesome weekend. My weekend was great. Sunday, I think I've gotten the most fucked up I've ever gotten, barring my bachelor party. I don't know what it was about Sunday. I don't know what it is about just drinking once a week. I don't know. My
one time I
gone down.
One time I don't fucking go. All right. I appreciate
Yeah,
you,
bro. Dude, I was like I was there from as usual noon to like 7. And then dude, by like 11 or 12 o'clock at night, like I was like mumble drunk. Like I had to stay awake to make sure I didn't fall down drunk. I don't know. I guess it's a Jets win. I don't know. It got the best of me this weekend. So yesterday was spent most of the day recovering, but
that was a good game.
Well deserved for Anthony.
Bullshit, no call at the end, but whatever,
Yeah,
just hold a guy down from catching
Jets
the ball.
were getting fucked with penalties.
That's what you're supposed to do. So
yeah, we'll definitely go over that later on. I'm sure Samuel has a lot to say about that. I might have a surprise or two. Some other people might want to chime in.
The best field goal kicker in the league to miss his first kick of the year.
Who? Elliott?
It's his rookie.
Jake Elliott, best kicker in the league.
That's
Justin Tucker, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, Justin Tucker is definitely the best kicker in the league. Not even close.
Okay, yeah. I'm saying. Second best. Second best.
Yeah, you did your research. I love it. All right, guys.
No research needed. No research needed.
Well, let's breeze through these injuries real quick. If you guys want to chime in at any time, feel free, man. I don't want to be the only one fucking talking all the time, man. Like Jamie always.
Shut the fuck up. Damn, this thing don't go back. Fuck this chair.
Injuries. Biggest injury news right now, obviously, has got to be Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson, AR. Anthony Richards. Travis.
Anthony Richards, baby.
Anthony Richards, man, says looking like he's going to be down from the season.
Nah, bro. Justin Fields, bigger.
Yeah, that's a big one too.
No way.
Because
no way.
Richardson's going to be out for this season.
We're going to hit that. Will you fucking relax?
You said let us talk.
Yeah, you said let us talk. So
yeah, well, let me finish up with AR real quick. God damn.
AR who?
So the plan was hopefully maybe they can get him back at some point this season, but they went ahead and gave him the decision about whether or not he wants to get surgery or rehab it. He's leaning towards surgery. The team said it really kind of comes down to him and his wishes, which is something that's pretty rare nowadays in football. You never see really a lot of teams letting players make their own fucking decisions anymore about how they recover and stuff. But he looks like he wants to get the surgery. Good for him long term, so he's probably gonna be down. Gardner Minshew is gonna be coming in. We kind of saw how he played, but he's still a serviceable backup. We saw Sunday Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence did injure the knee towards the end of the game. Team is stressing caution right now with it. Says he did feel okay. They're running some more tests. Unknown timetable right now. As you guys mentioned, of course, next biggest one, Justin Fields injuring the hand. There's a thumb dislocation, I heard. He's currently doubtful for Sunday as of right now. We saw Tyson Badgett come in, which I was talking at the bar with a Bears fan. He just happened to be sitting there watching the game. He's like, before even Fields went down, he was like, yeah, we got this other kid that's supposed to be really good. You know, we haven't really seen much from him, but apparently this Tyson Badgett kid's got some skill. Didn't look the best on Sunday, so we'll see how he looks with a full game under his belt, but I don't know. Hey, listen, that's just coming from Bears fans, man. I don't know anything about the kid, to be honest with you. I can't tell you.
He's undrafted Division II kid. Undrafted Division II kid. He beat out, was it PJ Walker for the second string spot in preseason?
Yeah.
I mean, athletic. So see how it goes for him.
Yeah, we will see how that goes. Probably not very well.
No.
Yeah. Raiders quarterback Jimmy G's got a bad back. He had to be hospitalized. Looks like it could be Brian Hoyer in possibly on Sunday. Going to be the battle of the backups there in Chicago. Badgett versus Hoyer. Get your tickets now, dude.
Brian Hoyer is the GOAT.
It's going to be a hot ticket.
Goated. Set what, 16 years in the league, bro? 8 different teams?
Forever.
Some respect on that. Man.
Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill. He had a bad ankle. He was on crutches. It looks like we're going to see Malik Willis possibly. And that means get ready for the Henry show to go full steam ahead. Expect him to get probably 30, 40 touches. Tajay Spears might even get some more touches as well. They're going to be running the shit out of that ball with Malik Willis. And
they're going to put Derrick Henry at quarterback.
Yeah, shit. Didn't he get a snap at quarterback?
Where's Will Levis at? Top draft pick.
Eating mayo in his coffee?
That chart.
Huh?
He's heartbroken. His girlfriend made out with Morgan Wallen.
Isn't he hurt or something? Because there's no reason why he shouldn't be starting.
He's bad. That's why he's not starting. He's third string.
I'm more interested in this Morgan Wallen.
I'm pretty sure he's hurt.
There's like a big thing where him and his girlfriend like broke up and she made out with Morgan Wallen at like one of his concerts.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm digging the Flames hat, bro. Retro. I like that. I need to get me one of those. Bills running back Damian Harris has a neck. He was taken off in an ambulance. Good news is he did have some good movement in his hands and legs, but he should be down a minute. I didn't see it.
So, yeah, he got hit pretty good, but like I don't understand. Like they kept going to DeMar Hamlin on the sideline every time. I'm just God, like, yeah, like, and you know, on the back of the van, in the ambulance, they have his jerseys hanging there and everything. So,
give it a rest.
Well, he's crying too, so.
I mean, I couldn't tell. It looked like he was crying. I didn't know what he was doing. Well, I'm like, damn, leave that man alone. Like, yeah, they got to keep bringing it, like referencing back to him. It's not about him right then. It's about Damian Harris.
49ers running back Christian McCaffrey. We saw this coming eventually. He's got both oblique and rib injuries, banged up bad. Had to leave the game. He's most likely going to be down for Monday Night Football, they're saying. He's officially 100%. Questionable. We saw backups Jordan Mason and Elijah Mitchell come in. It looks like Jordan Mason is going to be the lead back right now. He took a lion's share of the snaps. Elijah Mitchell looked okay, but looks like Jordan Mason right now. We also saw Deebo Samuel go down, another big one for them. He had a shoulder. Both questionable right now, but I think McCaffrey is doubtful for Monday night.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play.
He said Deebo was good.
Yeah,
I don't think him that good.
Yeah, just banged up. Got to give him, maybe needs a little rest, man. Definitely needs it for the carrying of that team he's been doing.
Jesus Christ.
Rams are running back. Kieran Williams got an ankle. It's not expected to be too serious or anything like that, or he's not really expected to miss any time, but just in case, backup Ronnie Rivers has a torn PCL. So worst case scenario,
Zachary Evans.
Zach Evans. Yeah. Seen a lot of waiver wire pickups on him. So I think
Eddie Lacy.
Oh fuck! Oh god! Oh god! Ezekiel.
They already ruled Kyron out this week.
They ruled him out officially.
Yeah, he out.
They already rolled him out like as soon as the game was over. They're like, he's not playing.
Son of a
And they ran the
bitch!
shit out of him. They ran the shit out of him.
Oh my God. Can you let me have some optimism? Damn it. We can't just keep it questionable. God,
Dude, you're
We-
5-1. Chill.
We give the facts
He's
here.
6-0 actually.
6-0, my
He
friend.
did.
Oh,
6-0.
sorry. 6-0.
Yeah, put some respect on
Hey,
it.
it's all right. I have the waiver pickup of the day by Anthony.
What?
Dude picked up Phillip Rivers.
That wasn't me.
All gas, no brakes. Picked up Phillip Rivers.
No way.
I'm done.
Nah. Really?
All gas,
Not
no
Ryan.
brake. Picked up Phillip Rivers.
I didn't mean to. I don't even know who those guys are.
Then he dropped him.
No
You
way.
picked up Phillip Rivers, dude. Dude's been
No.
retired for a
He
decade
dropped Jamal Williams, dropped Phillip Rivers, and picked up Dante Pettis.
Hey, that boy was drunk.
No. That
now. Bro, that's not drunk. That's just
I'm not even seeing that.
Stupid.
yeah.
I don't see that on my thing.
Travis just made up a meme for the pod. I like
Yeah,
it, Travis.
Probably.
No, that's what
I like
the
it.
people in Georgia's league sent.
No, it's not on my thing. I don't have them on my team right now.
Go into the group chat. It shows it right there.
I know.
where
I saw what they said. It's not showing up on my team now.
Weird.
Cap.
Super weird. Maybe it was
Super
something. Maybe it was something due to the trade or something. Maybe it was like
Maybe something
George.
did.
George
He
fucking
probably
around. I don't know.
forced you to pick up Rivers.
I don't know. But I'm getting off track. So we got that David Montgomery, Lions running back. He's got some ribs. Initial X-rays were negative. However, he could miss a little time. We saw Jahmyr Gibbs is still trying to come back. Worst case scenario, Craig Reynolds is going to come in there.
Gosh, Craig Reynolds is better than Gibbs.
Why is the
Right
Wi-Fi so
now.
fucking shitty in here somewhere?
On that
This
note,
dude is
Panthers,
already on the Ackworth gas station.
dude, he's on the
50
fucking.
milligram.
You're on the Bells Ferry THC dispensary pack.
Damn, that'd be cool.
Dude's on the
They've got
Onion
one.
edibles
got
right
one.
now.
Panthers wide receiver Visca Chenault had to be carried to the locker room with an ankle. Doesn't look good. He's going to miss some time. Cardinals safety Buda Baker could be activated from the IR as soon as this week. And God, do they need him? Kyler Murray is eligible to come off the pup as well, but they're still saying it's going to be weeks before we see him.
Why even bring him in? Joshua Dobbs, baby.
Oh, stop it. Bills tight end Dalton Kincaid remains in concussion protocol. Unknown timetable, while quarterback Josh Allen is day-to-day with a shoulder. Browns wide receiver quarterback and guards Tillman, Watson, and Bitonio were all out. We saw PJ Walker come in for Watson, played like shit. Luckily, Brock Purdy looked worse. Cowboys linebacker Leighton Vander Esch was placed on IR officially on Thursday with the neck. He's going to be down a minute. He's got a history of neck problems, doesn't he? That's why he
Always
wears the
hurt.
neck roll.
Always hurt.
Yeah, that's why he's got the neck roll. Doesn't seem to be doing him any well. Packers running back Aaron Jones expected to be healthy for this week's game, hopefully for good. As we know, he injured that hamstring week 1 when he was absolutely exploding everywhere on the field, including the hamstring. Dolphins defensive back Jalen Ramsey is expected to return to practice this week, far ahead of his schedule from the meniscus surgery. Good for him. Patriots have injuries everywhere. They're fucked. Giants quarterback Daniel Jones says the neck feels much better. He's aiming to play this week. We know how Tyrod looked against Buffalo. Not really going to matter. I think that team sucked either way. Eagles had some guys out notably on Sunday. Darius Slay and Jalen Carter were both out. Defensive back Bradley Roby exited with a shoulder as well. Unknown timetables on them right now. 49ers linebacker Dre Frederick Greenless. Jamie, what's his name? Is Jamie still?
He dipped out.
He did dip out. Look at that.
Jeez.
Greenless Frederick,
He's back.
whatever his name is. He was out Sunday with a hamstring. He's questionable. Update on Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson. He will be reevaluated in 4 weeks from the bad hamstring he's got. There was word skepticism about him returning at all this season, but the team, after consulting with a few people, actually think that he's going to be ready in 4 weeks.
Let's
what they're looking
go.
at. Yeah,
Great season right
Let's
there.
go.
After
Yeah.
that
They
trade.
need him. They
that
fucking
trade of the
need
year
him.
right
I'm
there.
5-1 in the league with him, and my trade box has been getting blown up. I'm like, guys, I'm 5-1. I'm not trading him.
Yeah,
I was-
me and Travis just made a trade in Georgia's league. I traded
I was
him.
1
I
and
traded him.
4.
J-
Yeah.
Nobody saw that, Sam. I traded him, JJ. I needed to.
Yeah, because you're down bad. If you're up, you don't need to trade him.
Well, I don't want to wear a dress, so that's why I did it.
That's good reason.
That's a great reason. Jets cornerback Sauce Gardner was not active Sunday due to a concussion. There's optimism he will be back after the bye, along with CB2 DJ Reed, who was also out. That's it. That's all I really got for news. Jamie, do you have a 5 for 5, 5 and 5 this week?
I'm like at 3 right now.
All right, JD's 3 and 3.
I got fantasy studs and duds of the week.
Yeah, I was gonna say that for after the game reviews.
Okay, whichever.
So we do the game reviews, so we know what happened in the games, and you hit the studs and duds, and then we'll go into previews.
Sounds cool good, whichever.
All right,
Jamie,
Arthur Smith, you're getting pooped on today.
Oh, dude, I might get to a little bit before you too, because Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway,
Hit 'em.
So one of the big topics is defense in the league. This weekend alone, we had 9 teams win with less than 20 points, which hasn't happened since '99. So as I keep talking, defense. Anyway, speaking of that, Tom Brady is quoted saying that the league is soft. They prevented the league from hurting you, and now it's soft. I don't really understand what the fuck he's talking about.
Coming from him? Wow.
I digress anyway. Bill Belichick is 8 losses away from having 165 and tying Jeff Fisher and Dan Reeves for the most loss of all time. With Brady, he was 219 and 64, but without him, he's 80 and 93. So that is just showing you that maybe Tom Brady and everything the league wanted him to be the poster boy, whatever it might be, but he can't win right now. So there's been a lot of talk about him. We've spoken about it a bunch. I think he's going to go upstairs. I think this is last season.
Come on over to the Falcons. Come on.
That team is maybe
they
he
need
needs
a ball
scenery.
boy.
Right. But like that team just looks terrible, and like he would win with defense, but the defense is fucking shitty. So like, what the fuck do you do there? Also, going into the next topic, I don't know what Arthur Smith is doing. It's not high school football, like the play calls. I don't know how you get a delay a game coming out of a timeout, and then you have to call a timeout. Or you have to call a timeout. Like I just don't understand. Desmond Ridder looked like trash, especially when they needed him to score. He just making stupid throws. Some of the play calls and stuff like that. I mean, that goes on him, the offensive coordinator, not getting the play in. I mean, you got 40 fucking seconds. I think the clock, and the helmet, was it cut off at 25, 18, I think? I can't remember.
You get 15 seconds to get the play in. Desmond Ridder said that they were not getting the play in. He couldn't hear anything, so.
I mean, that goes on your head coach too. I mean, you've got to get that shit in. And I mean, especially when you're down there, because what was it? What were you? Second and goal at the 2, and then it backs you up to the 7. And, then the playbook, there's only a handful of plays you can run down there. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, when you're that close, everyone's on top of each other. So I don't know.
There's no excuse. I mean, you can do the headset excuse all you want, but you can go to high school football where you run in a player to tell you to play. Like,
but at the same time, as a leader, you have to be like, all right, well, this is what I'm comfortable with. This we're going to run. Sometimes you just have to take control, but you can't blame it on the headset. Absolutely. He doesn't have that experience, that game time. So maybe it'd be a wake-up call because this is his first home loss. I mean, he didn't play terrible, but like Arthur Smith's like, oh, we were great in the pass game. Yeah, but y'all are not a passing team. Y'all are a fucking running team. I don't really understand. Like Desmond Ridder threw for 300 yards, but he threw 3 interceptions, and 2 of them were fucking, when they could have gone ahead or been very close, I think it was. So Arthur Smith, you got to get your shit together, man. Like that team is so good. That defense has carried, I think, what are they holding teams under 21 points this season, I believe?
Yep.
They're playing very well. Calais
Campbell got his 100th sack. That was one of the biggest thing, really. But yeah, that team's been looking great on defense, but that offense, with as many weapons as there is there, it shouldn't be playing the way they are.
They look good at times, and then they just look like complete trash at times.
Yeah, well,
You
I
can't
don't want
have
to
your
say too
defense
much.
out
I
that
don't want
long
to say
either.
too much because I got a segment on Arthur.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more in depth when we go over that Falcons game. I think Samo, do you have the Falcons this week?
I did.
I got them last week.
Falcons against the Bucks.
No, from last week. Last week is Travis, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure I picked the Falcons too. Oh, you talking about
No, talk about the review.
We did the game
Oh.
reviews.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get that in depth. Some other news. Like I said, feel free to jump in. I got a good little chunk of news. Rams DB Darion Kendrick was arrested just hours after their win against the Cardinals early Monday morning. It was a traffic stop. They found weed and a weapon in his car.
Weed.
He faces a felony charge of carrying a concealed weapon. What's wrong with these guys, bro? What are you doing? You're a professional football player. Like what are we doing in the wee hours on Monday morning, bro? Like
You
this
can't
keeps
move.
happening every year. It's somebody. It's somebody carrying a gun. What do you need to carry a gun for, bro? You're a pro football player.
Because he's a gangster.
Yeah.
I think they're gangsters.
He's
Whatever,
a gangster.
man. I don't know, these guys
Gangster.
these guys got to get a better head on their shoulders, man. But Panthers head coach Frank Reich stated yesterday he will be handing play calling duties over to offensive coordinator Thomas Brown. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, but they're going to get maybe another set of eyes on it, another game plan maybe. Let the OC call the plays. Maybe Frank Reich's taking on too much over there. Kind of spread the wealth a little bit, I guess. Get some stuff off his plate. Non-NFL news. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. UGA tight end Brock Bowers is expected to have ankle surgery.
College.
Tightrope.
Not a lot of hope he's going to be back this season. Maybe the playoff, but bad news for the kid, as you know, he's been projected to be a possible top 5 pick next season. Do you guys think he drops?
No, I don't think he's going to be a top 5 pick, but he'll be top 10.
Yeah, I said 10.
Mock Grass House on number 3 right now.
Nah,
he'll probably go to 6 or 8 or something like that.
He's probably going to drop down.
There's teams have way more holes than tight ends. I mean, he's going to drop a little bit.
Everybody wants to make the sexy pick.
Yeah.
Falcons probably take him if they get a top 10 pick. Sure.
Yeah. What are we going to use him and Kyle Pitts to block?
Kyle Pitts going to do a 3 tight end set, single back the whole time.
They don't pick up Georgia players. Remember, we don't do that here.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Bigger news, we saw kind of breaking a little bit towards the end of the week. Olympic Committee has made the decision to include flag football at the LA Games in 2028. Finally, there's a large chance that we will be seeing NFL players in the Olympics. There's already been interest from Gronkowski. Tyreek Hill wants to play. Should be fun. I heard Lamar Jackson as well. The NFL has been working for years to push this through. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out and who ends up playing, how it affects, contracts and stuff. Because, you don't want to, this happened with the NHL. And this is the reason why the NHL stopped using pros in the Olympics, because they kept getting hurt and they weren't getting any reimbursement from the Olympics from it. It happened notably with the Islanders with John Tavares. Or no, was it Islanders with the Maple Leafs? I don't know. I forget when he had left, but he had played in the Olympics, ended up breaking his leg or something. And he got nothing for it. And it was
also speaking about injuries. I was reading, I don't know if we talked about this before, but the Jets didn't get insurance on Aaron Rodgers, and now they could have got it for what did they say, 1 million to 10 million, and now they're going to end up eating 20 million because of him.
I don't know what you're talking about. He might come back and play. He's out there throwing the ball, walking around already.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up a little bit later, but yeah.
It's cool because he's going to tear it again.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to come back.
He's not coming back, dude. He's not coming. There's no way.
I don't know the way he's looking.
We'll see.
Them drugs are good, though. They give you good drugs.
We'll see.
No way.
Speaking on Tyreek Hill, him and Raheem Mostert both got some records after their Week 6 performance. Hill has tied Calvin Johnson with the third most games with 150 yards and a touchdown. That's 12 in his first 8 seasons. I believe Evans is up there too. I think we had talked about that a few shows ago. Mostert became the second player since the merger in 1970 with 11 touchdowns in the first 6 games of the season. The first player, the only other player with more, was Sean Alexander in 2005. Historic
I
year
bought
for
them
him
in my league, so I'm straight.
He's a killer. The only other team in history with at least 15 touchdowns through the first 6 games were the 1958 Baltimore Colts. Stupid numbers from that vaunted Dolphins offense. We'll brush over that game here in a little bit as well. Well done by the former Broncos ball boy. Other record news is the play of the Cleveland Browns defense. They have done something not done in the last 50 years. They are second to the, again, 1971 Baltimore Colts with 836 yards allowed. They have 1,002 yards allowed right now through the first 6 games of the season. 5 games. It's pretty phenomenal play by the Browns defense. We didn't quite see this happening, but they're playing very well. They're playing good football, and they showed it against the 49ers there. They kind of shut them down there. Seeing some history here, boys. This is a interesting time. Jets also earned their first ever win against the Eagles. They have played 13 times since the merger. We'll go into that in depth in a little bit. After speculation about where Patriots head coach Bill Belichick is at in terms of job security, owner Bob Kraft came out and said, look, I think Bill is exceptional at what he does. I've given him the freedom to make the choices and do the things that need to be done. He blew some smoke up Bill's ass and yada, yada, yada. And at the end, though, advised everybody that in the end, this is a business. You either execute and win or you don't. That's where we're at. The team is 1-5, Bob. Bob said he fully expected the team to make the playoffs in the offseason. They look like dog shit.
I'm done.
Straight
Out of the
trash.
question. Seeing how competitive this division is, bro. Jamie, where are we at now with this, bro? You kind of brushed over it a little bit earlier. Do you want to talk a little bit more on this? Where you think where we're heading
it's
here? Do you
just-
think he's going to make the season?
Yeah. They're not gonna come in. I mean, he's done so much for that franchise. Like you gotta be respectful about it. Like, yeah, it's a business, but at the same time, that man brought you fucking 6 Super Bowls, like some of the best teams you've ever had, step foot in that stadium. You can't just do them like that. Like they're playing like
1-5,
trash.
bro. 1-5.
I mean, I think they're gonna get turned around. They're gonna go on a little run, maybe a few games, but it's just they fucked Mac Jones up. Mac Jones wasn't great when he came in, but they fucked him up his second year. And I think we're kind of seeing some of that. And he's just kind of digressing into like just comfortable shit instead of growing and try to become a better player, read defenses, whatever it might be. But that seemed like I used to get excited to watch him. Even after Brady left, I was like, oh, okay. And, Mac Jones had a decent first season. But after that, like, I don't even care if they're on. Like, I don't give a fuck. I watch part of the Jets game. I didn't give a fuck. And the worst part about it was I was watching Red Zone. And normally when the Patriots are on,
everybody
like,
wants
Red
to see
Zone.
the Jets, baby. Even the Patriots fans want to watch the
Dude,
Jets.
they
Ain't this the
fucking-
time to be alive, huh?
On Red Zone, they were just like, they were watching all the other games. And if the Patriots, like, they'd show like, 5 seconds of it. And it used to be on all the time. And it's just like, that just
Because
shows
they're
you
never in
how
the red
bad they
zone.
are. Well, it
'Cause they're
wasn't
never in
that.
the red zone.
It was not that. Well, the only, like, what was it? They kicked off at 4 and then the other games were at
They're in the dead
4:25.
zone.
They're fucking terrible.
In the
Because
dead
if
zone.
they
third
would have kept
zone.
on, that 49ers Browns game went a little bit longer. So like they were, and obviously it was a close finish. So they had the Patriots game in that, but they were just keeping on that. And I think even if it wasn't close, they would have kept that game on because they're playing so bad. The only thing was they thought maybe the Raiders could score a little bit if Jimmy G was healthy, but obviously, like I call it every year, there's something wrong with that, man. So it's just a bad team. They need to just reboot. I don't know who would
what
be
was
the
their
coach.
Your
record?
owner won 6 Super Bowls, and now he's so used to winning, he's getting tired of losing the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, just not
Time to
really
move
being
on.
competitive.
Time to move on.
What was Jimmy G's record on the Pats? Did he never started for the Pats, did he?
Yeah, he did because he got started one game and then he got hurt, and then
That's
Jacoby
right.
Brissett came in because that's when Brady had his suspension.
Jacoby.
Jacoby.
Yeah.
But
So
I mean, Jimmy's had a decent career, but he's fucking hurt every single year.
Yeah, I like Jimmy as a quarterback, but he's always hurt.
what's this about George Kittle's t-shirt he was wearing? You mentioned something about it
Fuck
last week.
Dallas.
So he got fined, what, 13 grand, they said?
Yeah.
Okay, I just had to brush over that. Broncos released pass rusher Frank Clark last week after not being able to find a trade partner for him. He tried to even take a pay cut to try to make himself more attractive. Just kind of sad to see that, kind of how that played out. Maybe he'll get picked up somewhere, depth signing maybe. Taylor Swift was
Because we got, what is the trade deadline? The end of the month?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, well, it was, he already got cut, so we'll see if he gets picked
Well,
up.
yeah, with pickups and shit.
Taylor Swift was in attendance for the Chiefs win over the Broncos last week. If you haven't heard, she is dating Travis Kelce. Aaron Rodgers was spotted. We mentioned this earlier, throwing balls on the field. Looked good out there. Looked like he was throwing some good passes. He wasn't really running around or anything.
Stop.
Dude, he was throwing some passes, man.
He was
He's
walking around. I mean,
he was on
34 days after surgery. That's crazy.
Well, you guys saw. I'm sure you guys saw a little bit of his interview. He's been on. I guess he's got some sort of deal or something that with Pat McAfee.
Yeah. I think they pay him $1 million to be on there. I think I was reading something like that.
But yeah, you saw him say that, they were talking about, is it possible that you think you could be coming back December or January? And he was like, we're way ahead of that. So it's like, it comes down to, how he really feels, how the team feels, if they're confident in the Achilles and the speed bridge and everything they got going on for him. Luckily, he's not somebody that moves around a lot on the field as it is, but Garrett Wilson even came out. Yeah, Garrett Wilson even came out and said that the field was trash at MetLife. So I'm worried that might have a little bit of an effect. I was talking some shit about it when the 49ers were bitching about it. You start having your own players talk about how bad the field is. And then, of course, you see Aaron Rodgers go down 4 plays into the game. I mean, it's a little risky for me, especially with him we have another year on him. So you don't really want to rush him back. You can end up fucking up that next year. Imagine he comes in and he tears it again.
Zach Wilson keeps shining, man.
Yeah, if Zach Wilson keeps playing well, I mean, there's no really reason to rush him back at all.
I can't believe I just said that.
Well, he did.
The defense plays well.
Lions linebacker Alex Anzalone's parents had to flee Israel last week with their church group. There's 50 of them. Big doings in Israel, apparently. All right. Week 6, we'll brush over a little bit some games here.
About Rex Ryan is emerging as defensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos.
Julio Jones to the Eagles.
Oh, yeah. Hit us up. Travis, start with that. What was that about Rex Ryan?
Rex Ryan is emerging as defensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos. They're interviewing, talking to him. So be good to see him back in football. It was funny Sunday.
He's done that a couple times, though. He's talked to a couple teams over.
It was funny Sunday morning hearing him look at Dan Orlowski and everybody and talking about how the Patriots suck.
Oh, dude, he was so amped.
Busting out laughing.
He was amped.
He's just salty that the Patriots used to bust him.
Yeah, except in playoffs. What was that about? You said Julio Jones. What's Eagles?
He went to the Eagles, man. The revolution of Julio.
What's the? Do we know the details of that signing? How much he's getting?
Not yet.
It's probably a vet minimum.
Oh, good for them.
Turf Toe Jones.
That's what they need. One more receiver. They don't have enough. AJ Brown,
Devontae can't catch
Smith
the
and
ball,
Dallas
so
Goddard aren't enough.
Devontae can't catch wide open passes, so they need somebody there that can. Obviously.
Shit. Okay. Week 6, rush down. Ravens beat the Titans 24-16 in the final London game to improve to 4-2 on the year. Lamar Jackson played well as Zay Flowers, who had a score. Derrick Henry had another good day. Of course, we saw Tanny go down and Malik Willis come in. Wasn't enough to get it done. They dropped to 2-4. Vikings finally able to get some momentum with their win over the Bears, 19-13 to go to 2-4. Bit of a snoozer there. Addison did look good, although he didn't really get a lot of looks. They were really pushing a run game here, even though it really wasn't working. They hit tight end Hawkinson a couple times. They did enough to win. Obviously, we saw Hurts go down, and I believe that was the third quarter with the dislocation of the thumb. Looked bad. So I sent that video to Samo, and he was like, God, dude, I like Samo's going to love to see this.
Talking about Fields. You just said Hurts.
Oh, Fields. I bet. Same guy. Yeah. Whatever. I
was like, whoa, wait.
Dude, you know what's what's even dumber about that? I wrote that down. I wrote Hurts down. But yeah, Fields. Sucks about Fields. Bengals got a butt ass over Seattle to finally hit 500 at 3-3. 17-13 was the final. We know Higgins was banged up, but this Bengals offense, while I got the win, still looks like they're sputtering a bit. 185, 2 touchdowns, and an INT for Joe. He hit Chase a lot, but still only mustering 17 points. Not ideal for that offense. What's going on here in Cincy, man? Where's this high-powered Bengals offense at, bro? What's going on with them? Is anybody? I've been up watching a lot of Bengals games. It's just like
the run game hasn't been there for him. Really. I mean, Mixon hasn't even got 100 yards this year.
Yeah, but he wasn't
mean,
even
you wanna
running that
run the
hard
ball.
last year either, though. He wasn't really getting a lot of chunks last year either, though. They were
It's
relying a
worse
lot
this year.
on pass.
You gotta actually want to run the ball. You ran the ball 15 times altogether in a game. So
you got to run the ball to open up the pass game. And also T. Higgins has been very disappointing. His past 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Hopefully not any longer. Hopefully not any longer. God, I need it bad. Let's get to the elephant in the room here and kind of go through this 49ers Browns game. PJ Walker coming in. Browns defense played lights out football. Debo and CMC went down, and we saw just how vulnerable Brock Purdy is without his weapons. 12 for 27, 125, a score and a pick. Walker looked terrible with no scores and 2 picks, but Ford and Hunt ran everywhere. That 49ers defense, bro, that's their strong point. Ayuk, San Fran's leading receiver here, 76 on 4 catches. Just nothing from the San Fran offense.
But that's weird because San Fran's secondary isn't as good as their front.
Yeah,
So it's weird. It's weird how the Browns still was able to run the ball like they did.
Yeah, what are y'all's thoughts here on San Fran? Any worries about their depth? Like, what's the situation moving forward if CMC and Debo are remain banged up? We know there's hope. Debo might play this week, but might be the first time we've seen Brock Purdy without his weapons. He's always had somebody. He's always had somebody.
Kyle Shanahan always figures out a way to
blow Super Bowl wins.
Well, but I'm talking regular season. He'll come up with a way to get around that and still win games. But yeah, when it comes to playoffs, don't count on him.
Well, look at San Francisco. The past few years, they're always banged up. They're going through quarterbacks. They always go through running backs. It seems like their whole team's always banged up every single year. Not too worried about them. It was an ugly game. I mean, the weather was bad, but hey, they had a chance to win. Field goal kicker missed it. Browns, I mean, all the credit.
Missed 2 that day.
You're missing your star quarterback. He doesn't want to play for some reason. I don't know what's going on with him, but your defense is just stepping up. I mean, that team's defense is probably top 5, probably a top 5 defense.
With the Browns beating them like that, and then the Jets beating the Eagles, it's like, fucking dude, this league is busted wide open, man. Yeah. This might be, we've always last few years we've had a team that's kind of been like a true powerhouse that's won and gone 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, then maybe lose one to another good team. But now it's we got no undefeated teams, and we're only in week 6.
Is it me, or does it seem like the offenses are finally taking a step back and the defenses are finally improving? Like what 100%. Jamie said, like Jamie was talking about earlier,
every week.
All the games under 20 points, it's crazy. Past few years, it's been all about the offenses and the quarterbacks. This year, it's all about the defenses, and the offenses just can't get it together. It's a weird NFL year so far.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of that too. I think through the draft too, man.
From Miami and Detroit, those offenses are. They're on fire.
Detroit's defense is for real too.
Yeah. Miami's defense is no joke either.
I mean, the Dolphins' defense, you can go put up 30 on them, but freaking Detroit's
they're going to score 60 on you though.
Yeah, that's true too.
No, there's definitely been a change here. I think we've noticed it. Me and Jamie were talking about this stuff last year, the last couple of years, man. I think teams are investing a lot more money in the defensive players. Yeah. They're drafting them early. They're paying them well. They're paying them for long term. They're getting a core amount of guys. Not as much as the offense. It's definitely kind of shifting. And you look at it, even with all the rule changes and everything, you think we would be seeing the opposite trend, which we've seen for the past 10 years. We've seen offenses start going through the roof, but now it's really coming down. And it's exciting football, man. It's keeping a lot of these games close, man. It's going to be a close one, right, guys? It's going to be a close one. It's always going to be a close one when you got a good defense, man. I'm telling you. My Texans continuing to roll here, 20-13 over the Saints to move to 3-3. CJ Stroud continuing to play well. Nico looks good at receiver again. Had a good day. We saw we had a Devin Singletary sighting. Holy crap. 12 touches.
What?
Yeah. 12 touches. Who I know who? I had to do a double take when I was watching the highlights. Like, Devin Singletary? He's still around?
Devin.
Yeah, Texans defense did a good job limiting the Saints here in the red zone. Shaheed did have a couple huge catches, but Texans, man, just getting it done, bro. I'm telling you, they're my wagon. they're my wagon. Watch out for the Texans, bro. CJ Stroud is playing very, very well. I think he's playing a lot better than a lot of people thought he were. And you were, I think, Travis, you were one of the guys who were saying that earlier in the season when we were doing one of our preview shows. So,
I'm the one that said CJ Stroud was going to be the best out of all the rookies.
yeah, well, I mean, Anthony Richardson, AR went down, so I mean, we don't really have much.
AR. Oh my God! He had
Sam, you don't
one,
get the bandwagon and flip flop.
AR
He's a good coach on Saturday, but Sunday he's a terrible coach.
Hey,
Anthony Richardson is the best quarterback. He's so dynamic. Now he's just trash because he's
Let's sit on Dak. Let's sit on Dak. Let's take fucking 10 minutes to sit on Dak.
I'm not saying AR's trash. I was the one that took up for him when you guys were saying he was trash, but he's hurt all the time, and he's only had 2 good games this year.
Very young career.
Jags beat the Colts bad, 42-21 to move to 4-2. We did see Alec Pierce go down as well as Trevor Lawrence. We talked about that a little bit earlier. T-Law looks like he's going to be just fine. Jags had a huge 21-point second quarter. ETN looked good. Kirk had another decent day as well. Ingram had 7 catches. Again, Ingram's been getting a lot of looks here. Minshew did make some mistakes here. He had 3 picks. Ground game couldn't get going. Another subpar showing from JT and Moss, both of them. 50-50 split right now, and that's through the air as well. They both got about the same amount of touches on the ground and in the air. Pittman, big day, 9 for 109 yards. Jags offense just took over in this one. Dolphins smacked the Panthers around 42-21 to move to 5-1. This was actually kind of a sweat for a minute for those of us who had Dolphins in their parlays. Dolphins had their backs against the wall there for like the first quarter and about first and a half. It was 14-0.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, this ain't happening. And then 11 minutes to go in the second, they just fucking the fucking moon. Fucking, you saw the Hill, Mostert, both had monster days. Bryce Young actually played pretty well, to be honest.
Tyreek Hill is the most exciting football player I've ever seen. Did you see that celebration he did he took the guy's camera and did a backflip with it?
Did he?
Yeah, he took one of the NFL
NFL Films
one
cameras?
of the NFL guys association's cameras and did a backflip in the end zone with it.
Dude, that guy's a legend. That guy.
No shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
enjoy him while you can. He's talking about retiring early. What was
Hey,
it, 32 he was going to retire?
Well,
that dude is nasty.
sorry.
Enjoy him while you
Either
can.
way.
How do you cover that? How do you cover him? How? He's the fastest dude that's ever played on any NFL field ever.
We'll see in a few weeks.
Yeah, like I said, Panthers did play well, but they just couldn't keep pace with the baby blue machine that is the Dolphins offense. Lions won 20-6 over the Bucks to move to 5-1. Goff had a huge day. God damn, Jamie keeps. Goff had a huge day. 353 yards. He had a couple scores. St. Brown, huge day. Goff spread it around. Goff spreading around 10 different receivers for Goff. Showing that veteran poise he was brought in for sure. As we mentioned, of course, Monty went down with some ribs. Baker Bay, 206 and a pick, no scores. Detroit defense essentially stifled everything here. A lot of work in the secondary. Passes defended everywhere. If you look at the stat sheet, they look like you're going to be a surefire winners of that NFC North, man. They're really pulling away now. It's not even close at this point. Rams destroyed the Cardinals 26-9 to move 3-3. Cards dropped to 1-5. Big story here was Tyler Williams. 158 yards on 20 touches and a score.
Cup went off too.
Yeah,
Cup was big. Dude, let me see them hands. 148 on 7 catches for Cooper Kupp. Stafford took care of the ball. Cardinals not so much. Dobbs not so much. Demarcado, big day with 11 yards on 2 carries. Thanks, Emma. Waiver wire pick of the week. Aaron Donald was a monster here.
Yeah, because they went with they gave more of the workload to Ingram, right?
No.
How many rushes did Arizona have in the game?
Oh, man.
20 maybe. Demarcado had 11 of them.
And how many yards did he have?
11.
3 rushes for 11 yards. I'm done.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. Dang, Demarcado, letting me down, man.
Aaron Donald was a monster here. All 3 of his solo tackles were for losses. Good night, Arizona. And the Bills and Giants Sunday night. Bills win 14-9. Both teams had issues throwing the ball. Tyrod didn't manage it well enough to keep it close. Bills just got away with a big day from Diggs. and a decent day from Cook on the ground. Bills move to 4-2. Giants slump to 1-5. Hopefully they get DJ back soon. Won't make a difference. That team is driving through shit town without a car. All right. We'll go into our week 6 game reviews. We're going to start off with the Broncos and Chiefs. Broncos lose 1 to the Chiefs. Chiefs move to 5-1, win 19-8. Samo, this is your game, Thursday Night Football. How'd this go for the Chiefs?
To be honest, man, I don't even think I watched that game. I was watching baseball. But the Chiefs are way better than the Broncos. We all knew that. Defense shut them down. Hold on. I don't even know what happened that game, bro.
Jesus
Listen,
Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's
Can we
Travis.
just go ahead
Help.
and ask what the hell is up with the Chiefs offense? They should have put up 40 on the Broncos, and they only put up 19.
Bro,
It-
Travis
they were playing
Kelce,
with-
anytime touchdown score. Sold.
He didn't get it though.
I know. He sold me. He sold
And then you
me.
have Kelsey out there running what was it, a pass to him to an option to the other tight end. I mean, the offense looked good at times. I think they show off a little bit too at times, but I mean, I'm not sold on the Chiefs this year yet. I think they need
They don't have a wide receiver core, really. That's what I was talking about a couple weeks. That offense is not looking the same like they were last season. And I don't think he has trust in his wide receivers, or maybe he's still hurt from last year. I don't know.
And then they got lucky. They just played against Denver. Denver's
They
straight-
got Rasheed Rice had 4 receptions for 72 yards. I mean, he's been coming on as Patrick Mahomes' second receiver behind Kelsey past couple weeks, and I think he's a for sure good pickup in fantasy as well. Maybe don't
Here we
start
go.
him. No, don't.
Here
I'm,
we
Two
go.
catches for
I'm saying
20
watch
yards.
him. He's a great stash. Watch him, man, because he's gonna
Alright.
keep putting good numbers up.
It was just
Yeah,
a
people
ugly-
get hurt.
Patrick Mahomes is throwing you the ball. You're gonna get yours, especially if you step up like Rasheed Rice has been doing. You guys can't deny that.
All right, I'm
What about
already
Scott Moore?
Here's where I'm wondering, what is Denver doing? You ran Javonte Williams 10 times for 52 yards. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. Why not keep running him? No, you want to go to
Not a
Russell
clue.
Wilson, who threw for 95 fucking yards in a game. Straight trash.
Well, they're paying him all that
And
money. They
then-
might as well get the
Well,
work.
they gave
out
it
of
to
him.
McLaughlin 7 times too,
And
but
then-
he got 30 yards.
Who is that? That's not a real person. That dude
Undrafted
does
rookie,
not
man.
exist. He
Undrafted
doesn't
rookie.
exist. He's not real. I've never heard of him. I've never seen him. I saw him in the Jets. He had 50 yards against us.
Split- almost
heard
split
of
Let
him.
me ask
carries
you
with
this. The Broncos are
Javonte
tearing
past 2
everything
weeks.
down right now. Would somebody trade for Russell Wilson? They're tearing
Oh.
everything down. They're trading everybody away. You can already see that. They're trading
Yeah.
Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. They already said they're getting rid of
Good.
all the veterans. Do you think
They
there's a
can't-
team in the league that would pick up Russell Wilson right now?
Patriots.
Who wants that contract? Who wants that? No. Who wants that contract?
Well,
The Patriots are
Denver
cheap as
would have
fuck.
to
They'd
eat
never
it.
do it.
Yeah,
No
they would have
team's
to
gonna
eat a lot
trade
of that.
for
The
Russell
Raiders have
Wilson.
Brokeback Mountain, Jimmy G, and Aiden O'Conwho. They could use Russell
Brokeback
Wilson.
Mountain.
I'm just saying.
We gotta be. Can you be a little bit
He's
more?
just not appealing though. It's not appealing.
You gotta be more
I was
sensitive.
I mean, Denver would have to eat
Broke
him
back.
into the
He's got a
contract.
broke back. That's what I
Oh.
meant.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Stupid ass.
His back's broke. Then you got Aiden O'Connell. Who?
Go.
Brian Hoyer?
Ooh.
I'm done.
Well, yeah, we saw the Chiefs moving there. Commanders and Falcons. Commanders by 20, right, Samo?
Oh,
Commanders
God.
win 24.
Oh.
Falcons by 20. Commanders win 24-16, move to 3-3 over the Falcons, who dropped to 3-3. This was Travis. Samo did have the Falcons by 20. Good call.
Let me do my segment after Travis reviews this.
Go ahead, do your shit on them.
I
Yeah,
mean,
please do.
my shit on him this week is you, Arthur Smith. I don't understand how you don't get a win on this game. We got 402 total yards to their 193, 296 passing yards to their 121. I did say that Sam Howell wouldn't throw over 200, and that's the only thing I was correct on.
They didn't need to. You
this whole
guys are
game-
bad enough.
They had 72 rushing yards to our 106. We averaged 5 yards a play. They averaged 3.6 yards a play. We absolutely dominated them all game just for Arthur Smith to go for a 2-point conversion. Why? What?
Dominated them all game.
On the yardage wise, yes.
Their defense was locking it down. Yeah.
Yardage wise, yes. We dominated them, and we still ended up losing the game because Arthur Smith does not know clock management, does not know. This is the thing that pisses me off about you, Arthur Smith, is that you have a quarterback that's his 10th game, and you don't have him ready for the plays. You rush the play. When you have a young quarterback like that, you need to have him know the plays. You rush plays to him, then he goes in there, you get a delay a game. It was a shit show, dude. It was an absolute shit show. Then you want to be aggressive. I don't think it's being aggressive at this point. I think it's just being stupid. You go for a 2-point conversion. Why? Just kick the field goal, go down 7. And then now you're having to even if we did score, we'd have to get a 2-point conversion, which is at a critical point in that game. And what I don't understand is when you have Bijan Robinson, why are you not rushing the edges? Why did they keep trying to run the ball inside, especially against a dominant interior linebackers like the Commanders have? I don't understand the play calling. You got to have Desmond Ridder ready. Otherwise, these results will happen. He goes in there, he forgets plays. He doesn't know when the delay a game comes in. Then he comes back out, throws a pick. It's a disaster. And I'm tired of watching this every week when we should be 5-1 right now. I mean,
I'm really enjoying how you guys went from being the Falcons of 2023 to the New York Jets of 2020. It's phenomenal to watch.
we got the same record as you, so I don't know what.
Really phenomenal to watch. But
The Falcons have a better chance of winning than the Jets
who have
do.
you played?
We're both
Who
500.
have you played?
It
Don't
doesn't matter the division
NFL
sucks.
team.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
just what
very
it is.
confused. Anthony, one minute you're like, "Oh man, it's a national football team." Like,
Yeah.
but then the next minute, it's who have you played? So,
Yeah.
Who have you played?
But anyway,
A national football player.
You're talking about records. If you want to talk about win-loss, you want to talk about that. Who have you played?
It doesn't matter. It's NFL.
It's gonna matter. It's gonna matter. If
Well,
you
it
want
doesn't matter for
if
now.
you guys want to continue being
Yeah,
the
we're-
2023 Braves for the rest of the time, being as Falcons fans, winning your division and then losing in the first round every time, or making a wild card and losing in the first round, fine. So be it. That's what's going to happen to this team if they do end up making the playoffs, which I think they still have a shot. I think they're still they're decent. They're
we're
decent.
one game back from Tampa.
They're
Oh yeah,
decent.
you win this week, you're in first place.
But your defense is carrying that team right now.
Here's my problem
Are they?
with the Falcons
'Cause,
right
I
now.
mean,
Yes.
they gave up 26 points to the fucking Commanders. So
Here's my problem.
Commanders played a
too.
better game.
Yeah, but that was off of 3 turnovers too, though. Like,
Yeah, I
when you
know.
give them 3
Well-
more opportunities to score, your defense only hold it down for so long.
Well, here's going to be the problem,
I mean,
man. If you don't,
all
AJ
goes on
Brown
Arthur
didn't beat up
Smith.
all game to Scary Terry. AJ was getting burnt all game to Scary Terry.
yeah, yeah.
and he's
But
been
bad boy,
lights
though.
out
Here's
for you
the
guys so
problem
far.
is it's not just Arthur Smith, it's the whole coaching side. First of all, Arthur
What's his
Smith,
name?
stay
What's the
off.
offensive coordinator?
Please stay off the Pat McAfee show on Fridays because you're lame as hell. You have the worst interview skills I have ever fucking seen on the Pat McAfee show.
I listen to him on the radio sometimes. They do the coaches show, and he's just so like, hey, yeah.
On
we should've
92.9
done
the
this.
game.
Second of all,
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
is
they-
going on
yeah.
with our run game? Like, I told people we're gonna have to run the ball. We're not running at all. Cordell
He's trying to turn it into
is
pass
Popeye's
offense.
biscuit away from being a tight end. He's that
You know-
fucking big.
You know,
Oh,
I
booger.
We
said
Love
played-
this.
that one.
We played a great defensive game, and everybody wants to blame the O-line, but they only gave up 3 sacks. We had 5 sacks on Sam Howell, and they still won. It's just bad coaching. It's bad management of Desmond Ridder. He needs to be playing in the preseason. So that's a game that we should have won because we should win this week, I think. I mean, we are playing. Well, we're playing the Bucks, but
We're at
we beat
Tampa,
the
too.
Titans.
Dude, I said this to you guys, man.
know.
I was texting y'all on Sunday when I was watching this game, man.
And Drake
And-
London's a star. Let's
Well,
go ahead.
here's the
and put that
thing.
out there.
Here's the thing about that, though. Your
He
team
is.
is becoming notorious for having these generational talented football players. I don't think we've ever seen anything. Yeah, I'm gonna blow smoke up his ass all day. We've never seen anything like Bijan Robinson before. When he made that behind the back fucking catch run thing he did, like his running ability, his explosiveness, his ability to catch the
And
ball.
they don't run him
is
on the
so
edge.
good. Yeah, that, and then you
I
had
don't
Michael
get it.
Vick, you've had Julio Jones, you had
Roddy
Matt
White.
Ryan, who's I in my mind, I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Who?
I think he will be.
Yeah, his
He'll
numbers.
be
His
in the
numbers
Hall of
don't
Fame.
lie.
He has the stats.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys had these guys, and Tony G. You can put Tony G in there too.
Michael
And
Vick.
they never do anything with him. You never do
Work
anything.
done.
Yeah,
it's
and that also goes to ownership too. Arthur Blank, he hasn't hired the right guys to build help our team for
Well, we mismanaged the
success.
cap
I mean,
a lot.
we
We're bad at mismanaging the cap, especially in the Matt Ryan days. I mean,
Oh my God,
Ryan, Julio Jones, and Devontae Freeman, they
they'll
commanded,
just stop paying them like 2 years ago. didn't they?
70% of the cap. Like, what are we supposed to do with
Yeah.
that?
Cap hell, bro. That is cap hell. I
But
don't think it's gotten ever. I don't think it's. I told you that I was saying this stuff 5-6 years ago. I'm like, dude, you're investing 70% of your money in 3 guys. It's not going to work
Yep.
out.
you're
It's
never
not
gonna win.
basketball.
But I don't know. That game was just probably the most disappointing Falcons game I've seen in a while. Arthur Smith, you got mad at Matt Hollins for showing up the quarterback when we were over in London. Why did you show up Desmond Ritter on the sideline? You're over there screaming at him, and he's telling you that the headset's not working. Go back to old school football and run in the play. Like, that's your fault. That is the offensive coordinator's fault. That is Arthur Smith's fault. And the Falcons blew a game that we should have won. And I'm depressed.
It
All
was
right.
definitely a tough loss. Definitely a tough loss.
We'll
That's
go
the game. That's the game we should win. I mean, were we going to beat the Lions? No, they're kicking everybody's ass. The Jaguars, we could have showed up better, but that was a game that we should have fucking won. That was a game that we should have won.
Oh well, you
The
did it.
Jaguars.
Oh well. All right. Well, Jamie, you could head off into this. Patriots versus Raiders. Raiders go over 21-17, move to 3-3. Patriots drop to 1-5. What's the status of Mac Jones right now, you think? And what's up with Ramondre Stevenson, bro? As you can see, I called the Patriots. I was the only one to call them to win. I had them this week.
And they could have won that game, honestly. They played just bad enough to lose. Like, it's just I don't get it. Like, you knock Jimmy G out, which in my eyes gives you the most potential to win because you've got Brian Hoyer coming in, which, I mean, it is what it is, but it's so bad, man. It's
Talking
so,
about a
like,
goat, man.
It's Jesus Christ, whatever.
Easy. Brian
It's
Hoyer.
just it's so bad. Like, I've never seen them play, and like with them having a lot of their defensive players out now, they look even worse. And like, I mean, that wasn't a high scoring game at all, and they had the potential to win. It's just Mac Jones just can't fucking get it done. And I don't know if y'all talked about it because my internet is shitty as fuck, so I had to yell at her. I don't know if y'all heard me, but anyway, they elevated Malik Williams to the 53. Malik,
Cunningham.
what's his name?
God,
Cunningham.
here we go.
Oh
Here
God,
we
here
go.
we go.
Here we
You
go.
know
Here
I'm
we
terrible
go.
with names.
Oakland
I-
Raiders.
What happened to Beckham?
Oakland.
That's the
I don't
one.
have
Let me
I
mark
don't
down the
have my phone.
timestamp on that one.
I don't have my phone in front of me. I'm recording, so I can't look it up. I was trying to remember. They elevated him to the 53-man roster. They put Bailey Zappi on the practice squad. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what happens this upcoming week if we see the same performance, if they yank him again, because he did play the whole game this time, I think. I don't know. I stopped watching it because I'm tired of fucking watching that shit. But I don't know. I see them. Something's gonna happen soon. It's either gonna go up or something's gonna happen. Because
Hey, on
like,
the
they
positive.
can't.
I'm enjoying this.
Hey, on the positive, you had Zeke score a touchdown.
We did have him. That I did. I actually saw that. I mean, finally, that was
Goodbye.
They said that was their first. That was their first offensive touchdown in like 9 quarters.
Oh my God. You know what, dude? I'm enjoying this so much.
That's how bad the Raiders are. They let Zeke score, and you still don't get it done.
I'm
No,
enjoying
don't get it on.
seeing Patriots fans just like wither. Like, there's a funny, if you've ever seen, there's a really good documentary on HBO that they did the reverse the curse thing about the Red Sox, and they did it in
I've seen it, yeah.
2003, right before they ended up winning the World Series, and they had to go back and redo it. And the thing the Red Sox fans were talking about that they were enjoying so much were like seeing all the Yankees fans in the crowd, like just in misery, and they were loving it because they knew how that felt for so long.
But that was an epic comeback right there. That was totally different. But yeah, people You find out who the real fans are when it comes down to seasons like this. Like I say they suck, but I'm still a fan. I don't know why. I
You're
haven't
not
bought any
even watching them.
merchandise because I can't. Like I watched for 10 minutes and it's so disgusting. It's like I can't watch this. Like
So-
it's not
so
even
what do you want?
football.
You want Malik Cunningham at quarterback? Screw Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones. Like, might as
I
well
say
bring
you
in
put
somebody
Zappy
different.
back there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I
shit.
like Zappy, but I just want you need some. I don't know. They're going to do something just to shake it up. Maybe get somebody mobile out there, like Malik. I mean, I don't know. It's just ugly. It's
God, if
just
we're
ugly.
depressed as Falcons fans,
There's
I
some
hate
dogs
what
on
they're
that
going through as a
receiver end
Patriots
too. Their
fan.
best receiver is who? Bourne? Is that his name? I don't know.
Kendrick
Devontae
Bourne.
Parker.
Bourne. He's,
Devonta-
I
who?
like Kendrick Bourne. I like Kendrick.
He's not a bad player. That's
No,
what I'm
he's
saying.
not.
They're not bad players, but they just like because you got Hunter Henry, you got
What has
Gasecki,
happened
I
to
mean-
Hunter Henry? He started out
He-
so hot,
Matt Jones.
and then Mike, what's his name?
So the
Zelensky?
quarterback needs to be addressed immediately. Then why is Bill Belichick still running out there with Mac Jones? I don't get it. Does this guy have like nudes of Bill Belichick or something?
I mean,
Probably
Zappy,
in the massage
Zappy
parlor
hasn't
with
come in and
Robert
done any
Kraft.
better.
Why is he still
mean,
starting? Dude's
He's probably in the
trash.
massage parlor with Robert Kraft.
Kraft. I mean,
It's something.
I
He's
don't
got
know.
them. He's got them blackballed, man.
well, the worst thing about it is, in my opinion, is like you hear everybody, and oh, he's working really hard. He's a hard worker. He's in the gym. Why do you fucking suck so bad? Like, if I
always gonna
practice
say
that
that.
hard,
Mac
you're an
Jones
if I
athlete-
practice that hard,
right
it's
now.
something.
Do it.
Yeah, he's in the gym, but
If I
he's not.
practice
He's
that
not.
hard, it's
He's
something
not
and still
watching
suck?
film.
Mac Jones for Russell Wilson. Do it.
Jesus
Season.
Christ.
That is the.
That
That's like trading Justin Jefferson for Michael
I
Gallup.
like it.
and-
I like it.
I love it.
Russell Wilson.
It's just not. It's just a terrible team to watch right now.
rather
But I
have-
mean, hopefully next week we got something. We'll see.
Who are y'all playing next week?
Y'all need
Bills.
to give
yeah.
Anthony's boy a call. What's his name? Clayton Toon. Need to get that
Clayton,
guy.
yeah, yo, bring Clayton Toon into it, bro.
Need to get that
Yo,
guy out there.
Yo, Clayton
Dude,
Toon would be lighting up
I'm
that.
gonna call Dan Orlowski up.
Yo, Clayton Toon would be lighting.
is
that-
it
Clayton
Dude, he'd
Toon.
light a fire under him.
Is he a cashier at Publix? I mean, what's his background?
Hey, Kurt Warner used to bag groceries. Now he's top 10 Hall of Famer. You never know, man.
All
Clayton
right,
Toon's
everybody. All right, everybody.
I
You know,
digress.
I have a lot of I have hope for the Patriots. I think they'll end up winning maybe one more game. But
I think 3.
you think 3?
I think 3. We play the
Thank you for
Broncos the
Caleb
day before
Williams.
Christmas.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. They're never gonna spend. I'd highly doubt they'll ever go for him.
All right. So let's go into the Eagles and Jets. We've been waiting for this for a while.
Oh God.
Jets win 20-14, go to 3-3. Eagles go 5-1,
Which is better than 3-3.
which is a little bit, but it's the Eagles. It's okay. Just wanted to favorites. Jets plus 230. That is 6.5. This one before they
Hey, boys.
Okay.
He
said it's gonna be a
close one.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Yep,
Sal.
Hey,
What's
are
up?
we all laughing now? Sal, who's laughing? By the way, Sal Sorrentino, long-suffering Jets fan on the pod. Sal, how do you feel about this? Everybody complains about me talking too much. I decided to go ahead and give the floor to somebody else. Please.
I feel
Sal.
great. I just want to say one thing. I see behind you, you picked the Eagles to win. Not me.
I
Not
did.
me.
I did.
Let's go
But
Jets, baby.
But I did say it was going to be a close one.
Wow.
I said it was gonna be
I forgot
close.
all
Wow,
about
I
Anthony
forgot
picked the
about
Eagles
that.
to win.
I got
Jackson
laughed
right
out.
there.
Shit
I
to
got
say
laughed out
now.
for saying it was going to be close.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the Jets went out and outright won that game because we had the best defense in the league and forced 4 turnovers on top 5 quarterback Jalen Hurts. I want to say that the reason why we won that game is because we have the best defensive coaching staff in the NFL. And that's why we won that game.
I get that.
100%.
I mean, I've kind of said that almost every week, though. So yeah.
I
Hey,
give
the
you
Jets
that
keep
without
getting
without
three
Sauce and all
turnovers.
them. You still had the next man up
Hey, if the
mentality.
Jets
Craig
keep
James made
forcing
them go
3
out and sign
turnovers a
Julio
game.
Jones. That's all you need to know. Craig James made them go out and sign Julio Jones because he strapped up AJ Brown and Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
Our
Well,
team
but
is
they're
ridiculously
third
Let's
string.
not
they're
act like
third
the-
string-
let's not-
I think AJ Brown did pretty well. I mean, he had 131
They're
yards.
third
scored
string
14
receiver.
points. That's the end of the day. It doesn't
They're
matter.
Let's not
touchdowns.
act like the Eagles' offense has been clicking this year
They're
like they were
touchdowns.
last year. They lost their offensive coordinator, who was a
I
genius.
mean, they're still
in my
putting up
idea.
25, 30 points a game on average. Besides
Jalen
to
Hurts had the
They're
worst game of
dominating
his
the line of
career, I think.
scrimmage.
besides to the Patriots, I think they've scored 30 points every single week.
Sal, can I ask you this?
Yeah.
If you guys would have lost that game, would you have blamed the refs like Anthony was going to do?
I
He
don't
was
think the refs were very
texting
good in
me
that
saying, "Oh,
game. but
these
you can
refs
ask
are so
Anthony.
trash."
I'll
These-
call out the refs when I think they make a bad play, but I will
You
not.
guys got a good. You guys
blame
got to
them.
call. What was it, Jamie?
That
I
pass interference on the last play for the Eagles. I mean, they were holding that fucking. It wouldn't
On the Jets?
mattered at
Did you
the
watch
end
the
of the day. I
play?
don't. Yeah.
Or did you turn that one
Yeah,
off?
there's
early too?
fucking no. There's fucking.
Did you turn that one off early too?
My
Because
bad. I
if
was
you watch
driving
the
back.
play, it's
My bad,
pass
I was driving back from
interference
Myrtle
only
Beach.
if you count
Oh
after we
my
touch the ball. Sure.
He couldn't touch the ball. He's fucking on top of him.
When my guy jumped up and blocked it away, then we tackled the Eagles receiver. Yes.
no, he
absolutely.
was on top
No,
of
it's a
him. He
football.
couldn't
The
elevate.
Eagles.
There
So
was
so so.
Hold on, let me pull
I
that
got the
video up.
stats. I got the stats right here. So the Eagles had
ahead.
348 yards. You guys had 244. Eagles had 7 third down conversions. Y'all had 2. So I
Yeah.
think the Eagles really just pulled a Falcons on this one.
Yeah, they turned the ball over 4
I'll tell you
times.
this right now.
Because
Pulled
of
the
what-
Falcons on.
Yeah.
the way,
Yeah, it's
the
okay.
reason why
Don't
the
don't mention the
Jets-
fact
Can't
that
have a
Bryce Huff.
quarterback throw 3 interceptions.
Don't mention the fact that Bryce Huff had 9 quarterback pressures and is the best, according to the stats, the best at pressuring in the
He's
league
got the
over
best
the last
pressure rate
2
in the
seasons.
NFL. And he has half the
25%.
snaps. Half
Also-
the snaps of every other guy.
I
He's
don't think
really-
Khalil
pressuring
Mack
more.
does. He got 7 sacks in 2 weeks.
He's pressuring more than Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons.
Here's the thing
Both
I
of
do
them.
want to point out. The Jets need to get the quarterback on the ground more. They can't just worry on pressures and all that. They need to get the guy on the ground. And they suck
You
at
want
doing
what?
that. Straight
Rollouts?
up.
You want rollouts and stuff like that?
No,
Bootlegs?
they get a bunch of pressure and they just don't finish the play. They can't.
Oh,
tackle.
That's
you're
the same.
talking
That's the same way as the Falcons, though. They get
Yeah.
a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Breaking up.
Your internet's
Got
trash.
that Patriots internet.
Yeah, he's got that Patriots connection over there.
It breaks up like
The kid's got like 50 fucking tablets. I
Hey,
keep cussing at her, but she
Sal.
never listens to me.
Yeah, what's up?
You guys go 7-4. I think you guys are going to be in the playoffs next
The way
11.
I count it, they
You
should be
think it's
going
gonna
4-2 in their next 6. I think we got the Giants, the Chargers, the Dolphins, the Bills. I'm forgetting the rest, but I count 2 losses in their next 6, and I count 4 wins.
You're not beating the Bills again. You're not beating the Bills again.
I do think we beat the Bills again. I, don't think the Bills are.
we have
Crazy.
definitely a good shot.
I don't think the
Crazy.
Bills are all that good. I'm sorry.
You
Really?
laugh,
It's
you
not-
laugh at the
it's
fact
not
that you said that I
Giants.
said this game was going to be close, and we already beat the Bills. That's the second time in a
Anthony,
row
you
we
picked the
beat Bills.
Eagles. You picked the
The
Eagles. there.
Giants almost beat the Bills, and I don't think any of us sit here think the Giants are good.
No,
Oh
they're
yeah,
not.
that was a close
Trash.
game. But the reason, the main reason we did this, and it's honestly it's crazy to compare it to, but it's the same way that the Patriots and the Steelers were so successful for so many years. We pulled them down and forced them to play in the trenches against us. We forced them to play a game that they did not want to play. If you want to run the ball, we're going to force you to throw the ball. If you want to throw the ball, we're going to force you to run the ball. They tried.
What
to run
I
the
don't
ball.
understand
didn't
is
work.
the Jets have the worst run defense in the league. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. And they just stopped running the ball against us. I'll take the win.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know. Everyone says Nick
Bad
Sirianni is
coaching.
this great head coach. I don't see it. But DeAndre Swift did fumble, so maybe that had something to do with it. But still, they gotta run the ball against the worst run defense in the league.
Or
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts
Conversely,
got
the Jets
exposed.
need to work on their run defense. We're the 13th ranked defense.
There was
in the
also
league
plays
right
where
now.
Devontae Smith had wide open like 50-yard pass and he dropped the
All right,
ball.
you said plays. It's one play, and yes, bad drop, but it was one play.
I'm
Every
just
time.
saying, like Jalen Hurts was
That
making
was a
the
bad
throws,
pass.
made some good
No,
throws.
he made that one bad pass right
Jalen
in
Hurts
crunch
made
time.
that wasn't a
He
bad
made
pass.
bad
That was right on the
passes.
money.
That was
Yeah,
a-
That
Jalen
was
Hurts
his-
he had
got
to fucking
happy
go for
feet. Jalen Hurts got happy feet
No,
back there.
you know what it is? The
killing
Jets-
him.
The reason why the Jets defense is so good in the second half is because in the first half, you could see it. They run base defense at the base defense at the base defense. Then in the second half, they adjust and they counteract what the Eagles do to counteract what we were doing. So if you look at the last play where Tony Adams intercepted the ball, they've slid protection right. But instead of Tony Adams now coming in, he dropped back, threw it right to him. And Tony Adams actually said this after the game. The coaches told him they're going to throw it right to you. And sure enough, he did. Intercepts the ball and the rest is history. What I want to talk about is, do you guys think Brees Hall should have ran it in there? Or do you think he should have slid down?
I mean, you got the win, so I mean, you could do a bunch of what ifs, but
I'm
you got
not
the
with
W.
the slide down thing, man. Just get it in. If you can get in the end zone, get in the end zone, dude. Your defense should show up.
That's what I said. We have
Yeah.
the best defense in the league, is what they
You've
think.
had,
Yeah,
you
like
definitely
you
with the
rely
way
on-
that
I mean,
the game
he had to
Jalen
get
Hurts
in
had been
because
playing.
then the Eagles could have played different on offense. They could have just played for the field goal, and I think at the time, what y'all would have been up 2 points if y'all didn't score the touchdown.
if
So
they
then
would have gotten
just
the
had to
field
play for
goal,
the touchdown to tie or win the game, so it made a difference in the game. I think.
no,
Yeah,
because
these
we would have went
teams.
to if we would have went for a field goal because we were down 2, so they
But you're
would have
gonna
only needed
win.
a field goal to win.
So
So,
then the Eagles could have played for a field goal and maybe played a different game plan.
well, they're saying he
still,
slides
so-
down because the Eagles only had 2 timeouts, so he could have killed the whole clock. In
Okay.
theory. So
All right.
I mean, either way, you know, you look at it like this. This kind of goes to show me that as long as Zach Wilson does the things he needs to do, when he protects the ball, we can play with anybody. We saw
He's
it
got
against
yeah,
the
better.
Chiefs. We
as
saw
long
it
as you're
with
not
the
turning over the
Bills.
ball, as long as you're not turning over the ball with that defense, you're going to be in
Yeah.
90% of your games.
Which is
Yeah,
how
but the
this
defense
offense
doesn't
is
score
built.
points. They need to score points. We can't rely on Greg Zuerlein kicking 5 field goals every single game.
No,
It's
we
not
can't. But
sustainable.
at the same time, like with Aaron Rodgers instead of Zach Wilson, we're not expecting Aaron Rodgers to come in and throw 50 touchdown passes.
You got
This
Brees
offense
Hall.
is-
Still the
it's not
second
built
overall
that way.
pick. I expect him to throw the ball a little bit. I'm not saying he's
Yeah.
got to be Aaron Rodgers, but he can't throw the ball. I don't know the stats, but I think it was like 20 throws total. 20
Yeah, you
attempts.
can't be one dimensional.
Yeah,
You can't be
33.
one dimensional.
Yeah, like it's not sustainable. And I promise you, even the worst defenses will figure it out, and we won't score.
I mean, look at the Falcons last year. That's what they were doing, Mariota. I mean, that motherfucker wasn't getting 20 passes for about 4 or 5 games straight.
God, why do you got to bring that up?
Let me
I
go
mean, we
ahead
could
and
talk about
introduce.
your team not scoring.
Let me introduce another
I can't hear
person.
you over all the rings. I'm sorry.
Let me introduce to you another member of my Jets family,
Oh God.
CJ, the Painkiller D. Simone, former runner of the Weapons Hot and Jets Factor podcast. CJ, how are you?
Going on, guys. Thanks for having me on tonight.
How do you feel the game went, man? How do you feel about beating the Eagles? Where do you think we are right now?
Give me 1 second. I'll be able to tell you in just a moment.
By the way, this is CJ. I've known him for a long time. I used to be on his
Fuck, you don't tell-
podcast.
Yo,
You
are we
tell
allowed
us
to
about
curse
this
on
one?
this show?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Say whatever you
Absolutely.
want.
Okay, good. Because I got some shit I got to get off my chest. So y'all are gonna get introduced to shit the Painkiller with style. So Anthony knows what I'm talking about.
Yes. Jamie, I think it was you who said that it took Jalen Hurts having the worst game of his career to win against the Eagles and to be thankful, right?
Thankful. Humble down.
Humble down.
That
Humble
was,
down.
was that not his worst game of his career so far? Though?
Why was it his worst game of the career? Why?
Three
Well,
picks.
Against the best defense.
I've been saying that. I've been giving props to that defense the whole year. Have I not?
Yeah, it was the worst game of his career because we have him.
Because
on.
the Jets
because he's
defense
playing against the
without
defense. Yeah,
Sauce
absolutely.
and DJ made it.
Yeah,
his
they're
worst
still
game.
a good defense because everybody on that defense plays together, and that's what you
Yeah.
need. And that's no selfish play. Like Sauce is probably one of the better players on the defense. Like, you don't hear him going out there talking shit all the time. He just goes out there and does his job, and that's what makes it so good for that defense.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a,
so
it's,
we're
it's a
not thankful
spectacular.
that he had a bad game. We forced him to have a bad game.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. But
Is it
he's
true the
talking
Jets
like they're
put Dalvin Cook on the
fucking.
trade block already?
Say that again.
I haven't heard that yet.
I saw an article where they said the Jets already put Dalvin Cook on the trade block.
Yeah, he's on trade block along with the other bum that we
Michael
have,
Carter.
Carl Wilson.
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
But
Yeah, it just kind of just stuck me. I mean, it might
I know it
have been
did.
the fact I was 14 beers in, but it just kind of stuck me that you said be thankful.
Be thankful that you fucking guys are winning.
Be thankful. No, I'm not thankful. How about you suck my dick? I'm not
Dude, all
thank
we
you,
heard from
thankful.
you is 6 Super Bowls. 6 Super Bowls.
Six
Hey,
Super
I'm gonna
Bowls.
keep getting them.
Sound like a
I'm gonna
Yankees
keep getting
fan,
them.
bro.
Now you're the freaking worst team in the league, and our team's
No,
the best in the
Carolina. Carolina is 0-6.
And that was my prediction
We
of the
beat the
worst
Jets.
team. And
Carolina
y'all
beat
could
the
go
Jets.
back.
Get
Hey, hold up.
outscored
Y'all could go back
86
to the
3
first
or whatever.
podcast. Who said the worst team in the NFL was going to be? I said Panthers, and all of you laughed at me.
I thought you said the division winner was the Panthers.
No, worst team
I
in
don't
the
think the
NFL.
Panthers are the worst team in the NFL.
They're 0-6.
No.
I don't care. They're in every game.
I'm
They're in
done.
every game.
I'm done.
They are. They hung around with the Dolphins for half the game this week.
For a quarter?
For half the game until halftime, they hung around with them. I'm not saying that they're the best team in the league. Don't get me wrong. They're bottom 3, but they're not the worst.
Listen, Zach Wilson did what he needed to do. Look at Garrett Wilson too. 8 catches, 90 yards.
He looks
Pretty
Yeah,
solid.
I got something to say about that. So
Let's go.
when
What do
we
you got, TJ?
I like
Look.
that.
I am so fucking sick and tired of people saying that Zach Wilson had a good fucking game.
Thank
Zach
you.
Wilson did not have a good fucking game. He basically just didn't lose us the game. And what really fucking pisses me off is that you got the wave upon wave upon wave of Zach Wilson apologists who fucking think that this kid is the greatest thing since sliced bread, when meanwhile, you, me, and everybody on this fucking panel could go out there and probably put more points on the board than this fucking asshole did. This guy's got a whole fucking cast of characters around him where the New York Jets should have the #1 fucking offense in the league right underneath fucking the Miami Dolphins. We have more fucking weapons than we have ever had on this fucking squad. And we got a kid who can't fucking deliver. So I am so sick and tired of everybody saying, ooh, give Zach a chance. Fuck him. Win the fucking game. Be a fucking man. Be a fucking quarterback. That's what you are. This is the NFL, not the NCAA. Stop acting like a little bitch.
I agree with you. How much of it do you think it's on the coaching staff for not allowing him to throw it, though?
All of it. Do you know
Thank you.
why? This fucking kid should have never saw the field the day that he was drafted.
Totally agree.
That is the biggest fucking problem with the New York Jets. Why? Because our fan base is so fucking retarded. We can't even get out of our own way. Ooh, the #2 pick overall. He's got to start right away. No, assholes. No.
Love this
Get
guy.
a fucking veteran. Take a page out of the New York Giants playbook. Why do you think they fucking signed Kurt Warner? They were 6-2 with Kurt Warner. And then they turned the fucking keys over to Eli Manning. 2 Super Bowls later. Tell me how the fuck it worked out.
100%.
It sucked.
Listen,
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
I'm grateful that Zach's doing what he needs to do, even if it's the bare minimum, to get us the dub.
I'm tired of bare minimum with the Jets.
Bare
I'm
minimum.
tired of it.
Thank you.
You
I
have
just
a-
want to win.
You were just talking about the Falcons
I
doing
want
the
a fucking playmaker. I want a guy who is going to make the players around him better, not the other way around. Zach Wilson should be making Garrett Wilson better,
That's
not
right.
the other way around.
Garrett Wilson is a top 5 talent in the NFL.
Right.
Wide receiver
He
wise.
would be with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. Garrett Wilson would be the #1 receiver in the NFL. Mark my fucking words. I'm telling you.
I don't know. It's Tyreek Hill still
Yeah.
out there. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
Tyreek
Anthony,
Hill,
you were just
Tyreek Hill,
bashing
but-
the Falcons like, oh, you guys are just going to make the wild card or just make it into the playoffs. If Zach Wilson just does the bare minimum, you're just
Well,
going to
you-
do the same
you
exact
didn't-
fucking thing.
Sanchez?
You didn't
Then
lose
put
your
Tim
Hall of Fame
Boyle
quarterback in
thing.
4
If
snaps.
you're asking for the bare minimum, then put Tim Boyle in there. Then there is no fucking reason for Zach
Tim
Wilson.
Boyle isn't better than Zach Wilson. I'm
Well,
sorry. He's
here's
not.
the thing.
I'm done.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'm done.
I say that to you guys, but you guys didn't lose your Hall of Fame quarterback in 4 fucking snaps. This is the
You didn't have a
situation
Hall of
we're
Fame
in right
We don't
now.
have a Hall of Fame quarterback. We got Desmond Ritter.
Desmond
that's what I'm
fucking
saying.
Ritter.
He's true Hall of Fame quarterback.
It's different. This is different situations here, guys. When you're forced in a situation like the Jets have been forced into with Aaron Rodgers going down so early, the most you can ask of this fucking kid. We know about Zach Wilson. We've known about Zach Wilson. We know Zach Wilson isn't the quarterback of the future. We
Since week
understand
10
Zach
last
Wilson.
year, we knew he sucked.
We knew he sucked, but this is the situation
Yeah,
we're
but
in.
he
So
doesn't
for
suck because he lacks the talent.
He's got
He
so much
sucks
talent.
because
up here.
the New York Jets, as an organization, do not know how to fucking manage quarterbacks. They do not know how to coach quarterbacks. We had this problem ever since Bill Parcells, Al Groh, and that entire coaching staff left. It has been nothing but a fucking abyss of tragedy and failure. Okay. Do you guys remember the fucking YouTube video from the Cleveland Browns? You are a factory of sadness. If you haven't seen it, go and fucking look it up, because that is what the New York Jets are. A factory of fucking sadness. Do you know why? Because we have a front office, okay? Not anymore, thank God, but still a little bit. Joe Douglas kind of, he makes me fucking think like sometimes I want to hit him in the head with a 2x4, but then there are times I want to pat the guy on the back and pick him up and buy him a fucking beer. But it's like, can we draft a quarterback that can actually sit and learn how to play the professional game for a year and not have the fan base sit there and get all up in their shit about this kid's got to start. This kid's got to start.
That's the NFL now, though. Everybody's like, if you're a first round pick, you got to start right away. If you don't start, the whole fan base is pissed. GM's
Right, but here's the thing. Everybody thinks that the fucking quarterbacks that are a top 10 pick, they're going to end up like a Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Right? They're going to end
Never.
up like a Justin Herbert. Although Justin Herbert right now, I don't know what I don't know
Well,
what
his hand's
the fuck
fucked
that
up.
dude is going on. Okay.
His hand's fucked up.
Or even Josh Allen. Okay. How many times have we heard Jets fans make fun of Josh Allen? Do you know what the Buffalo Bills did? The Buffalo Bills went and did the exact fucking thing they needed to do that the Jets should have done. They built a wall around Josh Allen. And you know what they did? Josh Allen turned into a fucking upper echelon quality quarterback. Why? Because he had protection and he had weapons. That's what they fucking did. They already had a good defense. All right? They built a wall around him. They gave him weapons and they told the kid, go fucking do your thing. What did he do? He went exactly that.
Yep. CJ,
That's why they
told-
fucking shit the bed with Sam Darnold.
I
because
told you
Sam
that.
Darnold was already questionable already. Okay?
I'm coming at you.
But
like that.
here's the thing. You don't put a fucking offensive line around him. You don't put any fucking quality weapons around him. You go and ask him to take out Goliath with a fucking slingshot. Okay? Sam Darnold needed a fucking bazooka. All right? He needed a flamethrower. He didn't need a slingshot with a handful of rocks. What is he going to fucking do against that? Do you know, like, what? All right, so I'm going to point this at the Patriots dude who's on the panel here. All right, Jamie, do you know why Tom Brady's a fucking great quarterback? Because he made the people around him better. Did anybody know who the fuck Wes Welker was before he went to New England? Wait, let me answer that. No!
Deion
Nobody
Branch,
knew who the fuck Wes Welker was.
Dante
How about
Stallworth,
Danny Amendola? One
DeBar
hit from a
Gaffney.
fucking wheelchair. That kid had 6 concussions his fucking last year in St. Louis. What does he do? He signs with fucking New England. He gets a goddamn Super Bowl ring. How about fucking Julian Edelman? Typical fucking undrafted gadget guy. This guy would have never fucking made the starting roster on any fucking level in the NFL. How many rings has this kid got?
Yeah.
Tom Brady makes the people around him better. That's what we need from Zach Wilson. And right now, he is incapable of doing that. Point blank, period, DN. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say.
You know, I told you this, CJ. I told you this on one of your shows about 5 years ago when we were going through the Darnold fiasco.
Yup.
That they need
Adam
to do
Gase
this.
Don't give a fuck. Remember that?
Yeah.
Him and that in the parking lot?
Yep.
Terrible.
Yep. They need to do. They should have done it the way that the Bills did it, the way that the Patriots had done it for so long. Build your defense, build your offensive line, get a weapon or two, and then go get your quarterback. I was saying it when they were talking about, like you said, tanking for Trevor. I'm like, this team ain't ready for a Trevor Lawrence. This team can't handle.
He wouldn't have been doing what he's doing right now behind. No, he would have got killed.
No, yeah, absolutely not. But
He
other
would have
than
been
that,
what he was year one in Jaguars.
yeah,
Terrible.
other than that, CJ, were you happy with the result?
Urban Meyer, the GOAT.
Were you
Yeah, of
happy
course
with the
I
result?
was. But listen, any Jets W that we can get, especially now with the way that everything is and the expectation that now has been unofficially put around this team because everybody got their dicks all hard as soon as we got Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Now they have to go and they have to find a way to keep the climax going, right? Okay, so now Zach Wilson, who thought that his happy ass was going to be sitting on the fucking sideline with a clipboard and a headset, learning from one of the greatest guys to ever play the fucking game. Now, guess what? We're watching the same fucking movie we saw last year.
You don't sound
Zach
too
Wilson,
happy here.
who
You don't-
fucking misses plain easy throws, who constantly wants to hit a 54-yard bomb, who overthrows receivers by 5 and 6 yards and can't hit a fucking bubble screen if it was handed to him. Okay, that's the movie that we're watching. This is the movie that we're watching. We watched this last year, right? We lost playoff game. We lost the ability to get into the fucking playoffs by losing 6 straight because Zach Wilson couldn't pull his head out of his ass. Okay,
Do you
and
think,
couldn't be
do
a
you think he
leader.
turns it around?
Listen, if he does, if he does, it's on him. Because I got news for you. If he doesn't do it this year, he is gone.
He should be.
G-O-N-E, gone.
You don't see any improvement with him though? I see some improvement.
Mental.
Listen,
Mental.
I see
for sure.
that Chiefs game
Mm-hmm.
was probably the best game of Zach Wilson's life. I'm talking college career. I'm talking pro career.
More
okay.
than Mahomes.
I mean, and fucking listen, he went toe to toe with fucking Mahomes, and Mahomes had a fucking off day. Okay, but put it this way: what Zach did versus Kansas City, this is what he needs to do on a consistent basis if he is going to shut people up. And if he doesn't, then guess what? You can't sit there and act like a bitch when the criticism comes. Oh, poor me. Nobody likes me because I suck. Play better. Go out and be a fucking man. You're a fucking professional.
He has been more accountable this year.
He's been more
Exactly, he has
accountable.
over last year. I'll give you
But
that.
well, last
And that's,
year-
that's
still
good to see.
I'm still seeing a couple of things, the same shit that he did last year, the same bugaboos that he had last year. He's got to clean it up, because if he doesn't clean it up, it's going to get worse as the season gets along.
And
Because
I gotta say, why they don't start their reads with Garrett Wilson and move from Garrett Wilson on still blows my mind. Last week, he started his read with Randall fucking Cobb, who sucks. And they start the reads with him. Then they went to CJ Uzama and then Garrett Wilson. Why? Give me one good reason why we're not starting every play with is Garrett open? If he's not, then we'll see what's going on.
Right.
But Garrett's always open. Always.
of course he's always open. You know why? Because the kid is a singular talent who knows what he needs to do in order for his quarterback to get him the ball. He did it in college, and he's doing it now in the pros, and he's only going to get better. The only thing that I fear is I don't want Garrett Wilson and the wide receiving core taking a fucking step back now because Zach is incapable of fucking distributing the ball the way he should.
Yeah, that puts us back a couple years.
Right, exactly. So that's why that I think that if it's up to me, Rob Saleh, Nate Hackett, Aaron Rodgers, his mother, I don't fucking care. I don't care if he's got to call his fucking kindergarten teacher, okay? Whatever he's got to have in that fucking headset to make that kid play like a pro, he better fucking do it.
Would you like to
Check
see
it
your
out.
team run the ball more?
Yes, I would. I would
Because-
love to see the Jets running more because Breece Hall is a fucking beast, dude.
Yep.
And
Right back.
if you pair him, I'm sorry, Dalvin Cook to me looks slow.
Yeah.
Put Breece Hall back there with Michael Carter.
Alvin Cook.
So fuck Dalvin Cook. Come on.
Cook.
Fuck Dalvin Cook.
ED
All right,
at
Also,
the end
can
of
we
it.
get Breece Hall involved in the passing game just a little bit more? They did it a little
Yes.
bit versus the Eagles, but they need to do
Yeah,
more.
I
of
know.
that.
50 up 50 yards.
I
He
want to
has 50
see.
yards receiving versus the Eagles, yeah.
So what I'd like to see is I want to see that outside wheel route.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You use him on the outside wheel routes because he's just got that fucking breakaway speed, dude, that just leaves people like,
So do
Yeah.
you think your team
What?
could go 7-4? I mean, I feel like 7-4, you're making the playoffs. You'll end up 10-7. With the schedule coming up, I mean, it's doable, right?
Light
right,
schedule.
with the schedule coming up, you're talking you should be able to easily go 8-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably 7-4 is your worst case scenario. If you find a way to go 6-5, you're gonna have a problem getting into the playoffs because then you're gonna need help.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll
you-
go
you
through the rest
know-
of Jets schedule right now. It's versus Giants, win, versus Chargers, win, versus Raiders, win. Bills, I'll give them a loss versus the Bills. Dolphins will go 1-1 with the Dolphins. I truly believe it. Falcons win, Texans win. Dolphins.
I don't
like
know
said,
about the Falcons. I don't know about the Raiders, and I don't know about the Chargers.
What do you think about the Falcons?
The Falcons, I tell you something, I've watched 3 games them play this year.
Hopefully they're all
And
wins.
They are just they're that team that when you think you have them down, they find a way to scratch and claw back in. And if you seriously do not fucking deliver the kill shot when you need to, they will beat you. They will fucking beat you, and they don't care.
Well, our fucking coach will also blow a game too because can't communicate with our quarterback. That
If
that
Desmond
Sunday was
Ridder,
fucking atrocious. It was terrible. Bad coaching all around. I really can't wait to see you guys play against the Browns. I hope both teams are healthy because that defense and y'all's defense, they look like the best 2 defenses in the league right now.
I think the
But
Browns
you
are
know-
the best defense in the league right now.
They are.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, you talk about how this kind of feels like the same kind of story as we went through last year. This does, man. It kind of does because we were praising kind of Zach's ability to manage the game a little bit better last year when we were going 5-2, going into that period where Breece Hall ended up getting hurt, and we saw just how quick this shit turned around on us. And it's like, yeah, you know, Jamie, I do want to give you some shit for telling me to be thankful just because you're a fucking dick. But other than that, bro, you're kind of there too because it's like,
What about that last game of the year? Y'all didn't talk about the last game of the year y'all play.
well,
Yeah, but wait a second, Jamie. You want to know something?
Is that a
Here's
win?
the thing. Here's the thing that pisses me off about the Jets versus the Patriots, okay? No matter how bad you guys suck, we still can't fucking beat you. That's what aggravates me. Because honestly, that first game
I know.
that we played at MetLife, we should have stomped you guys into the ground like 40-6. It should have been over
yeah.
by fucking halftime. Okay, that Bill
Oh, yeah.
Belichick would have been so aggravated with the quarterback that he would have had, he would have told his son to get in there and play fucking quarterback. All right, that's how bad it would have been. That's how it should have been. Because
Well,
that's the
they
kind
did
of
to us what we've been
beatdown
doing to
that
everybody.
the New York Jets have to fucking give the Patriots in order to fucking get the stink out of the building. No, don't give me the last second field goal. Don't give me the, well, they won 24-17. No, we need to fucking stomp you into the ground by 30 plus points, and it should be over by halftime. And I'm telling you right now, every single Jet fan will not be happy in a game against the Patriots unless that happens. Because that's fucking payback for the last 15 fucking years of shit that we had to go through.
Yeah, no, I think I need about 10 or 15 more games like that to pay back for that.
Right.
I don't know.
But I mean, Jamie knows what I'm talking about, right?
All I'm saying is I've never wore a Jets jersey before.
Yeah, he's never had. Yeah, that's our bet that we do, CJ. Every year we do. Whenever the Jets play the Patriots, if the Patriots win, I gotta wear the Pats jersey to the bar, and then vice versa. And it hasn't happened yet. God, I want to see it happen.
You got to
so
make
bad,
that
man.
happen.
Got to make that happen. CJ, I want to thank you for coming on, bro. Sal,
Appreciate
I
it,
want to
brother.
thank you guys for coming on. We got to go into our other games. You guys are always welcome. There'll be it's an open invite. We'll go ahead and I'll get you guys on again at some point here, hopefully within the next few weeks. We appreciate it, bro. We got to get to these other games. So thanks, CJ.
Thanks,
Thank you for
TJ.
having
Thanks,
me. I
Cal.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks,
Yep.
guys.
See y'all,
Go
guys.
Jets.
Take
Bye.
care, guys.
Thanks,
Yes,
guys.
sir.
So I'm just gonna call all my people back in Boston, and we're gonna put 62 Patriots fans on next week. So fuck y'all.
Better win a game.
No, I told you I was bringing it this week, but dude, CJ, he's obviously a long suffering Jets fan, man. He knows a lot more about it than I do, to be honest with you. I've been
Well, he's
just for
realistic.
years.
He's-
Dude, listen, I'm realistic too. I don't think
No,
Zach
you're
Wilson-
not. You're delusional.
How?
You're delusional.
Why? Because I said the game was going to be close, and you guys were laughing about it. Of course, it's going to be close. The game against the Chiefs. was
Let's
close.
just rewind the last 10 years. The last 10 years you've been delusional. It's been Super Bowl every year. And what have we seen?
No,
A
fuck,
couple
dude.
AFC East. And
I'd be fucking around with that shit. I'd be fucking around with that shit, man. No, dude. I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying if I lost to him.
Aaron Rodgers even Travis was on that wagon too with Rodgers. This was going to be
Yeah.
a Super
I
Bowl.
picked y'all guys to win the AFC East.
Yeah, I'd like to, man. I like to just. I want.
You
I
could
need
put,
another
you
playoff
could
game,
put
bro.
You guys
a
can
prime
make the
Kurt Warner
playoffs. I
back
mean,
there, still
you have-
losing that division.
If your defense can continue to take the ball away 3 times, I mean, you guys are going to definitely go 8-3 easily.
Yeah. Now listen, I'm not. I want to see Zach Wilson making everybody better around him too. I want to see him putting up a whole bunch of points. But listen, as long with the situation that we're in, bro, if he gets us a win, bro, I'm fucking happy. I mean,
All
God,
I'm saying to you
stay
was you're
above
sitting
water.
there coming at the Falcons like, oh, you just make the playoffs. You guys are happy.
Because it's a different situation, Travis. It's a different situation.
You're saying that it's
You're
not
going to
different.
lose your
It's
Hall
not
of Fame
different.
quarterback in
It's not
4
different.
snaps.
It's not different.
It is
You have the
different.
same
It is
caliber
different.
quarterback that we have. You have the same talent that we have. You have Brees Hall, Bijan Robinson,
But the
both top
fact,
10.
but the fact, that,
Garrett
the
Wilson,
fact is,
Drake London.
at the beginning of the season, we didn't. At the beginning of the season, we were one of the best teams in the AFC. We were Super
Okay.
Bowl contenders before Aaron Rodgers
So now
went.
you're just happy making the playoffs and getting bounced.
Not bad. I mean, of course, I want.
I'm just
them to win,
saying.
but
I mean,
we're
that's what
talking
you
about
said
Aaron
about-
Rodgers coming back for the playoffs. Then what?
I know,
Not
I'm
gonna
not sitting there
happen.
saying, though.
No.
I'm done.
Keep us
I'm
above
done.
water.
Fun.
Keep us above water.
It
Keep us
would.
above water.
It would literally. I
That's
would
delusional,
be happy if we just made
dude.
the playoffs or a wild card team because it just shows that we improved.
Well, you know what, bro? When you haven't seen a fucking Jets playoff game in 12 years, yeah, you kind of want to just see your team in the fucking playoffs for once, okay? Suck my ass. Let's go into the Cowboys. and Chargers. Let's get
Jesus
this over
Christ.
with. We'll breeze through our previews. Cowboys and Chargers. Cowboys win 20-17, improved to 4-2. As you can tell,
I
Samo.
can't see shit. I can't see shit.
You can't. Well, yeah, your bandwidth is super low, bro. We could barely see you, bro.
Yeah, you're.
You
in
look
and
like
out.
shit. Fucking
That's
improve your connection, bro. How about you get here and stop being a lazy fuck?
I'm the only bitch that gotta drive.
Okay.
Let me turn this off then. Oh, that's
Yeah,
why.
how about them boys though?
Yeah, bro. So as you can see, total wise, Travis still leading the pack 22-8. Samo coming up 21-9. I'm right there, and of course Jamie's at the bottom. He will always be at the bottom.
Always.
Let's see. We all kind of did this game since we didn't have a one, but Samo, you were talking so much shit about Dak Prescott last week. What have you now? What say you now?
Well, like I said, man, Dak Prescott is up and down, and I think he heard me last week because every time that I roast somebody on this podcast, the next week they do good. Like I remember I roasted Deshaun Watson, and then the next week he had like the best game of his pro career for the Browns. It was one of them. He threw like 3 incompletions the whole game, 3 tutties. But anyways, yeah, Dak Prescott showed up. He got CD more involved, which is what they've been wanting to do. CD had one of the best games of the season so far, and the Chargers always find a way to blow it. They got, and they're supposed to have one of the most dynamic offenses in the NFL, even without Mike Williams, and they got the worst head coach in the NFL, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, literally, they're on the goal line twice.
Yeah.
And they get stopped, and they didn't even give the ball to Austin Eckler, who's supposed to be this top running back. Anthony called it out in the text messages, too. You get down to the goal line, you don't even hand it off to Austin Eckler. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
They've been watching Pete Carroll too much.
I mean, easily the Chargers could have won that game 31-20, but for some reason, they want to just pass the ball in the red zone. I don't understand why.
The thing is, man, something that the Cowboys do, generally effectively. They've been bouncy around this year, but similar to kind of how the Jets have been playing and the Bills too, is once you get into the gold zone as an offense, they just stifle you. They cut the field down on you, and it's like you can beat them, but you can get them with these chunk plays. You can get Keenan Allen having 90, 100 something yards. You can get those plays, but once you get into that gold zone, it becomes the cold zone. It becomes the dead zone. You ain't scoring. And we saw, man, I'm sure I wasn't the only one out there with that Austin Eckler anytime touchdown, bro. He got so close when he got the throw right there towards the right side of the end zone. It was just a yard short. When that happened, I'm like, they're not scoring. They're not scoring.
And how about? Oh, go ahead.
No. I'm saying they stifle you. They stop you.
How about Herbert too? I mean, He was driving down the field. I think it was the final drive. He missed Keenan Allen wide open down the sideline.
Yeah, that was a bad throw.
that was a
that wasn't
terrible
bad
throw,
throw.
dude.
Keenan had him beat. He
That
was,
was
he was flying.
I didn't see another defender around him for like 20 yards. There's a guy
he
coming
had-
up on
he
the
did-
right, like 20 yards back. I was like, dude, that's a touchdown.
He
Easy.
hit
another one to
dude
Everett
with
like
one
that,
of the
too.
nastiest moves of the year. He had him froze and
But-
broke wide open. Herbert missed it, but it happens, man. You can't make every throw. I mean,
Hey, congrats to the Cowboys. They still have a tough road ahead the next two games when you have to go play the Rams, who's not looking like a slouch, and the Eagles are coming up too.
well, let's
you know,
not
you
act like
look at it.
let's not act like the Chargers are tough though. That Cowboys had the, I knew the Cowboys were going to
They
take
made
that.
the playoffs last year. I mean, you can't just say that
Dude,
they're
it was a 3-point. It was a 3-point win, bro. 3-point win.
It's NFL. You're not going to get blowouts a lot. Like it's going to be a lot of close games unless you're the Broncos. I mean,
Or the Patriots. No,
yeah, I didn't want to go there. He went there.
It was only a 4-point game.
okay, yeah, doesn't matter.
previous
More
two.
victory. More victory. The Patriots are 1-3-0-1. That's a moral victory. Let's
Absolutely.
see.
Good game, Dak. Good game. Good game.
Yeah, Keenan Allen looks great, man. I got to give props to Keenan Allen, man. He's been running all over the damn field. He still has all that speed, man. He's still fast. He's hard to cover, man. He also Herbert missed a good one to Everett too. Both diving attempts there. We'll see what happens with that. All right. We'll go to a week 7 preview. Jamie, you're starting this one off. You got Bills versus Patriots this week, bro. Patriots coming in plus 310
I
underdog.
like 'em.
Bills minus 400, -9 on the spread. Go ahead, Jamie. Sunday, 1 p.m.
I haven't been able to look up, but what happened to Josh Allen this weekend?
He got a little banged up. I think he's got
Shoulder. He got drilled
Shoulder?
one time.
little shoulder.
Yeah, I know he
he's
got
good
hit a little
today.
bit. Yeah, so I expect him to play, but I don't. He's been kind of up and down. He's turned the ball over a lot, but he's also had a lot of really good games. I can't bet on the Patriots. I might like bet in Vegas with those odds, but I wouldn't bet the Patriots to win. So I take 9 if you gave me. You give me 9 right now?
Fuck, I don't know, man. You know, dude, you know, it's your game. I'll jump in just a little bit, bro. This is, I mean, the way the Bills played the Giants, bro, and then we beat them too. This might be a little bit of a trap game, but I mean, plus you look at the odds, man, plus 310. That's not something it's high. It's too high for me. I think the Bills still edge it out, maybe, but it's a hard game to bet on, to be honest with you, man. But it is what it is.
It's a division game too, and like they always play close regardless. Who's like the only team we have problems with in the division is usually Miami. The Bills and the Jets, we usually play close, but Miami usually blows us the fuck out for some reason. But I think the Bills are going to win this game. I mean, we've just been playing like shit unless they just pull something out of their ass.
Mac Jones starting?
Yeah, I haven't seen. They said they keep going to start with him. I haven't read anything about, besides what I said
Bill
earlier.
Belichick is stubborn and he's being blackballed by Mac Jones.
Robert Kraft.
He ends up starting him again, and they get somehow blown out in this game.
Oh, he's done.
This might
I
be
think
Bill Belichick's last game.
Well, no, I think he's got a short leash on Mac. Well, because like you could blame it on Mac right
They're
now.
1
He's
and
like, well,
5, bro.
yeah, but he could be like, I blame it on him, and then like, well, we gotta get rid of him. And then he's gonna be like, well, all my defensive players are hurt. So I mean, there's always an out until there's not. So like I said, they got him the rest of the season. Why would you fire him right now? How would you be in any better position than you would be right now if you fired him? You wouldn't. So you gotta go with him.
The team.
I mean, who they gonna hire? Fucking what's his name? Urban Myers. I mean, who they got?
Rex
they gonna
Ryan.
hire?
Matt Patricia.
Rex Ryan.
I'm done.
Yo, imagine that.
We already saw what happened to Patricia when he went to Detroit. Like, he's not a fucking head coach.
Steve
Just like-
Sarkisian.
I mean, what's the other one? The other Harbaugh, the one that's in fucking where's
Jim.
he at? Michigan.
Jim.
Yeah, Jim. I mean, like those are the people that I've heard like names floated around a little bit, but you're not going to be in any better position by firing your head coach right now.
Kirby
Especially
Smart.
Curry will never leave college. He will never
No,
leave
some of
college.
those guys ain't.
I don't know. He's been offered a lot.
Yeah, he's been.
Oh,
he's been
yeah.
he's been talking.
Yeah,
to-
well, these college coaches coming in. I mean, Urban Meyer did a hell of a job in Jacksonville, and so did Saban with the Dolphins.
They never work it.
Saban went the fuck back to Alabama and said, hey, I ain't about that life, bro. Like, nah, just the head coach. There's difference between coaching, kids and then at men. essentially. And once they get to the NFL level, they ain't trying to listen to that shit no more.
All right, Jamie, you got the Bills.
Definitely.
All right, Travis, bring it over to you.
Oh, I'll definitely take the Bills.
Samo, bring it over to you.
Bills.
I
Wow.
think it's going to be under the spread, though. I don't think it's going to be 9 points. I think the
Yeah,
Patriots
they're going to
cover.
drag them down. They're going to do that Patriot shit. They're going to make them play a game they don't want to play, but they're still going to end up. They got too many weapons, man. I mean, look at
Were they-
Stephon Diggs, man. Even
Where they
even
playing
if
at?
Huh?
Where they
In
playing
New
at?
England. In New
In New
England.
England?
New England.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a tough place to play. I was there.
A
All
fucking
right.
horn, right?
Yeah. All right. Falcons versus Bucks Sunday 1 p.m. Falcons coming in plus 115 underdogs to the Buccaneers. Coming in 3-2, minus 135 favorites. Spread is 2.5. Samo, what you got, man?
I'm gonna take Falcons on this one because this is a must win for the Falcons, especially to get what it'll be tied for the division if we win.
No, you'll be in first place.
Yeah, we'll be in first.
All right, well, we'll be in first place, even better. I think the Buccaneers have a good defense, but our defense is better. And I don't think the Buccaneers' run game is good at all. And I don't trust Baker Mayfield to win the game, especially against that Falcons defense.
Baker Bay, bro? What happened to Baker Bay?
I like Baker. I just don't trust him to win against our defense. And
Baker's not playing. He's hurt. His hand's hurt.
he's not
Yes.
playing. He's
He got
out.
hurt at the end of the game. They were saying he's probably going to be out a few weeks.
Yeah, I saw that we went over that earlier. I saw doubtful.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's his
Ooh.
backup?
So they got
Who's his
Kyle
backup?
Trask. They got
Who?
Kyle Trask coming in.
Yeah, quarterback.
Oh
from
yeah,
University of Florida.
okay, yeah, easy win for the Falcons. Baker's not there. They already don't have a run game. I think the Falcons cover this. I think the Falcons win by a touchdown.
Spread out, huh?
Bijan's gonna have a breakout game. I think he's gonna go off. I think Arthur Smith's gonna call better plays. He's in the target zone this week, man. He's gonna get a lot of crap from people around him. I think he's gonna step up and coach a better game. Desmond Ritter's gonna not turn the ball over as much, hopefully not at all. And I think the Falcons take this easy.
What do you got, Jamie?
Jesus Christ! I thought you got first. I really do like. Just don't like the coaching. They have so. If you keep executing the way you did last week, you're not going to win very many balls. Shit's. I mean,
Travis,
have
who
to
you
go
got,
with the
man?
Falcons just 'cause that's a football team, but they're going to have to prove it because Desmond Ritter, you can't turn. You've got to make better. Got so many playmakers. Stupid fucking. You can't have. But I'll pick the Falcons.
I'm done.
Okay, that is all I needed to hear, Falcons. Travis, who do you got?
Oh man, this is a big game. I really think the Falcons' next 5 games are going to be big. We really need to win at least 4 of them. We're playing Tampa, Tennessee, Vikings, who's hurt, the Cardinals, and the Saints. Saints are not looking that good. These are these are games that we have to have before the Jets. So I think the Falcons are going to win this. There's no easy game, obviously, like I thought Washington was going to be. Tampa has a good defense. I mean, I know Jared Goff threw all over them for 300 yards, but they still held them to 20 points. Falcons, for some reason, are allergic to score more than 20 points this year. So I think it's going to be a defensive battle game, and we're definitely going to have to get more creative on the ground. I mean, running the ball 26 times between Tyler Algier and Robinson's not enough. I mean, I really think we have to run the ball a lot more than throw it. I agree with Sam. We need to do some outside tosses and stuff. Everybody's bashing our O-line here in Atlanta, but they really haven't played that bad. So
No.
I don't understand the bashing of the O-line. They played great last. They gave up 3 sacks. So I mean,
I think they had 5, didn't they? Didn't the
yeah,
Falcons
we
have-
had 5. So, but I think the Falcons will win this game. Again, big game, division game. If we want to even sniff the playoffs, these next 5 games, we have to win at least 4 of them. We go 3-2, it's going to be a tough road ahead. So I think the
gotcha.
Falcons should win this.
I think you guys start going into a little bit of a slide here. I got the Buccaneers in this one.
Again,
Travis,
what?
Off.
What
Again.
Kyle Trask?
I'm not right. Listen. You do have a good defense here, but Buccaneers, especially at home too, I know
Kyle
Falcons
Trask.
are better. Falcons are a pretty good road team, aren't they?
Kyle Trask.
Say
No,
it
Oh,
Des-
dude, this year.
again.
Desmond hasn't got a win as a on the road yet.
Really? Wow.
a
Okay,
starter,
that's
yeah.
even more so. I mean,
But they do have Kyle
Falcons-
Trask, so that's what you got to think about right there.
Well,
We
He's
have
a
Desmond
mobile
Ritter
quarterback.
though.
is that confirmed?
I've read he was doubtful after the game, and when you're doubtful, that means you're probably not going to play for a week or two.
Big game. I mean, even so, I mean, they're still coming in favorites. How are they coming in favorites without their starting quarterback?
Because they're at home. Because they're at home.
That's it.
They feel like it's an even game. I mean,
No,
you get 3 points
that's-
for home.
This is tough, man. This is really tough. I'm trying to do some quick because I'm pretty sure I had it earlier today.
It says he just has a bruise on his hand.
Is it a
So-
bruise?
I missed some
After the game,
practice.
they're saying he was going to be out.
They ran
No, they said he'd be
X-rays.
fine.
X-rays were negative, so
Yeah, and it was
Baker-
his non-throwing hand too.
Baker's
Justin Herbert
playing.
just played with a broken finger on his non-throwing
Yeah.
hand.
still
so-
got birds.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna go Buccaneers for sure on this one, man. I think after losing that game last week, I think Baker Mayfield comes out, and of course it's at home. I think he's gonna hit his guys. He's still got Godwin, Godwin a couple good looks last game too. Evans there. Rashad
No
White.
running game.
Rashad White's gonna have a tough time against that Falcons defense. It's gonna be close, man. That 2.5 is no joke. I don't think it's just a home 2.5, man. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Bucks edge just won out, especially at home, probably by a field goal, man. It's gonna be a tight division game, but I gotta go Bucks on this one, man. I'm just after the Falcons, what they showed against the Commanders, bro. Dude, it's hard to let this one slide. I gotta go Bucks on it.
But if you just take those 3 turnovers, even if you just take one of those interceptions away, they probably win the game. So really all they have to do is not turn the fucking ball over.
Yeah,
we'll
they
see what
say that
happens.
about every game.
Yeah, Desmond Ritter.
I mean,
if
true.
Desmond Ritter plays like Zach Wilson, you guys have a shot. All right.
I would never
What?
say that. I would never say that.
Chargers versus Chiefs. This one's going to be 425. I got this one. Chiefs coming in 5-1, minus 250 favorites against the Chargers. Spread's 5.5. Definitely going with my Chiefs on this one. You saw what happened with the Chargers against the Cowboys, man. Chiefs got too much firepower. They got Mahomes. They got Kelsey. Their receivers, underrated, still good. Still good. Not
Let's name 2 people. You said
Yeah.
they got firepower and you named just 2 people.
Valdez Scantling has been good. They got the other
Valdez Scantling.
they've got Watson too, and Rasheed Rice.
I'm done.
They got Rasheed Rice too. You guys are all over Rasheed
Yeah,
Rice.
Rasheed
Write that
Rice.
down.
You just said Valdez Scantling.
I'll
is
tell
your
you who's
first-
They're
been big
both
for
of
the
Your
Chiefs.
first-
Isaiah
I'm going down.
Pacheco.
I'm going down the line. They've got guys there. Dude, these guys aren't. What did
Guy
CJ
Moore?
talk about how a good quarterback makes the players around him better, bro?
Isaiah
Put
Pacheco.
Valdez Scantling on the Falcons, you'll see the Valdez Scantling that we've all known to go. But you put him with Patrick Mahomes, bro. I'm telling you, has a way of making
Averaging
guys
20
look
yards
good.
a game.
The Chargers defense, bro, mediocre. Not the best, bro. There's a good
I
chunk
bet
of
you
match. There's a good
Valdez
chunk of
Scantling
teams
doesn't
out
have
there.
20 yards this game.
Huh?
Valdez Scantling won't have more than 20 yards receiving.
Okay, Commander. Okay, Falcons by 20. All right, but no, the defense, I think sucks.
Backwoods.
Bro.
I
think
did
the
say
Chargers
Sam Howell
defense
wouldn't throw
sucks.
200 though. He didn't.
Yeah, because he didn't need to. I think the Chargers defense.
okay,
I
that's
think
what I
the
would say.
Chargers defense doesn't show a lot to me to make it even think that the receivers on the Chiefs aren't going to have a good day. Someone's going to have a good day. Someone's going to break out. Whether maybe it be Rasheed Rice, maybe it be Marquez Valdez Scantling, maybe it be Kelsey again. You know, Kelsey's going to be getting balls.
Sky Moore.
MVS is averaging 16.5 yards per game receiving this year. I'm done.
How are they
I like
five-
that 20. I
How
like
are
the
they-
20 under.
How are they
20 under,
5-1?
bro.
How are they
20
5-1?
Because they have a great defense this year. Their defense is nasty.
We're just going to completely discount the fact that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback since sliced bread. That Travis Kelsey is the best tight end ever. In our
Yeah, I'm
Isaiah
not
Pacheco,
discrediting
you're
that.
giving him no love.
I mean,
But their defense is.
there's
their
other
defense
guys
is-
there too, guys. I'm telling you,
How about
some,
Isaiah Pacheco. Nobody's giving him
Pacheco,
love.
they got
Yeah,
they got the run game. No, I
Pacheco.
mean, dude, come on.
But you said Valdez Scantling.
I think Valdez Scantling's gonna have a. I think
He is not going to let you down, bro.
Okay, bro. All right, pick a receiver.
Rasheed Rice, easy.
Okay, Rasheed Rice is gonna have a day. Then it doesn't matter. Fucking one of them is gonna have a day. They're gonna have to throw the ball a little bit more here. One of them is gonna
What
have
about
a.
a punt return?
Oh shit!
What about maybe a punt return?
I got the Chiefs. I think
Montreal
they, I
Washington.
think they beat that spread to at 5.5 for sure. I'll take them with the spread. What do you guys got?
Oh, Chiefs easy. Chargers always choke.
Chiefs.
Jamie,
Jamie
Chiefs?
said
Um,
that's out.
No, I'm gonna pick the Chargers because I'm way down. And I got to catch up somehow. But I like the Chargers. I really do like the Chargers. Like the offense. I don't know. Herbert with his finger. I mean, I just like the Chargers. Let's run it. Maybe we get an upset win here.
Anthony, let's do the Lions and Ravens. That's going to be the game of the week.
You want to do? Okay, so we're switching from. We're not doing 49ers and Vikings.
What's the point of doing that one?
The one you wanted to do. I don't
49ers
know.
by a
I
landslide.
didn't
What
say
else you want to
anything. I
hear?
just said whichever you want to do, but I didn't know the Lions were playing the Ravens.
Fuck, we should have had fucking.
The Ravens sucked ass. Who did the week before they played Pittsburgh? Who did they play this week?
All right, let's do Lions and Ravens, bro. Let's do Lions and Ravens. What you got, chap?
Lions at the Ravens. The line is -3 for Baltimore. That might be the money line to hit right there. Over unders 42 points. Man, I think the Lions are just hot in the Ravens. I don't know if y'all noticed this year, but they look good for a drive or two, and then they just look stagnant, especially against Tennessee.
Terrible.
I mean, it was 16-0, and then it's like everything just went downhill for them. Yeah, and the Lions are just hot right now, dude. They might. I hate to say this, they could be the best team in the NFC. That team is just on fire right now.
Gonna be burning the city down soon.
Yeah, I like the Lions defense, man. They've been sick. They've been very good.
I'll take the Lions.
Yeah,
I'll take the
Hutchinson's
Lions.
a game buster. I got the Lions too, man, for sure.
Nah,
Gonna be a good one. Gonna be
give
a
me
good
the
one,
Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Oh, you're fucking out of your mind. Why?
They're playing in Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah, they're in Baltimore.
That's why they got the 3. So I think it's gonna be a square game, really.
I think Zay Flowers has a great game against that defense. Lamar is going to be Lamar. I just like the Ravens, bro.
Lamar ain't looking like Lamar right now.
John, dude, there's no way the Lions are going to start out the year 6-1. No way.
Why not?
Everybody said
Clip
they
it.
were going to start out
Clip
5-1.
Clip it.
No,
Clip it
no
for
way.
next week.
No way.
Clip it for next week.
It's the Lions, bro. We're talking about the Lions.
Lions.
The
Lions.
The Lions.
Playoffs. I just want to win a game.
Yeah.
That Ravens.
I hate
The
to
Ravens
break this to you
offense,
right now, but Jared Goff might be a top 5 quarterback.
for real, and it's scary. That's like exactly. You would have said that last year, 2 years ago. I would have done the same shit.
You
but
make fun of him, but this year, I mean, the dude is just
I'm done.
playing.
I'm
He's
done.
not. He's not turning the ball over. Like that's what you got to do. Throw the ball and not turn it over, and that's what he's been doing. Like
Goodbye.
Baltimore's offense has
What?
looked really stagnant this year.
Done.
Really.
Goodbye.
I'm done.
He's definitely the second best quarterback in
He's
the
got
NFC.
the best tight end and one of the best wide receivers. I mean, and
You said Sam Laporte is one of the best tight ends.
he
Yeah.
is.
He's
This
pretty
dude
damn good.
is-
What do you
Pretty damn
mean?
good.
What? He's top two
and
right
he's
now.
still winning without running backs. He should have lost against
He's like top
Tampa.
5.
Okay, let's not act like Montgomery didn't contribute to how many of those wins. All right.
I mean, true.
Now
So
they
you
don't have a
want to
running
figure
back.
that
They
out.
don't
2
have a running
games
back
too.
going into Baltimore. Who's their running back? Craig Reynolds?
Just hope Jameer Gibbs is back.
Who?
I'm
Who?
telling you right now, the way Jared Goff's playing, he's a top 5 quarterback this season.
Oh yeah. The numbers
Jahmyr
he's putting up.
Gibbs, Mr.
The numbers
8
he's putting
fantasy
up,
points a
everything.
game.
He looked good.
Yeah, definitely Lions.
He did
Todd
look good.
Mudkin needs to get his
You can
shit
make
together.
fun of Jared Goff all you want. He ate up Atlanta. He's 5th right now in passing yards.
Everybody eats up Atlanta though.
No,
We
they
have a
don't.
top
No,
10
they
defense.
don't.
That's
No,
why.
they don't.
Their worst loss was to them and the Jags. That's it. You're not gonna catch me say this all whole
All right,
world.
Jamie. Jamie, you got the Ravens too.
No, I got Lions.
Damn, Samo, you're on your own on this one.
That's cool. I'll take it.
Okay.
Lions are the better football team.
All right, guys. Let's move over to Sunday Night Football. Dolphins
Maybe.
versus Eagles. Check this shit out. This is my money line pick of the week. Dolphins plus 122 underdogs against the Eagles.
What?
The Eagles have just lost to the New York Jets. Yep. You heard it.
probably. Yeah.
Yep. They're plus 122 underdogs.
Get that money now.
5-1 versus 5-1, bro. This is gonna be a dogfight. I love this. This is shootout potential all day. Eagles coming in -145 favorites. Two and a
TJ
half.
Brown versus Hill. That's gonna be a good one.
Oh, it's gonna be a great one, bro. You got the running backs too, man. You got DeAndre Swift going against Raheem Mostert, having a fucking historic year so far. I think this ball boy, what's his name again? The ball boy from the Broncos,
Mike McDaniels.
Bobby Daniels, whatever.
Yeah.
This
Who?
guy, this guy
Bobby
is
Boucher.
Bobby.
this
Yeah,
guy
Bobby
is
Boucher.
an offensive mastermind, bro. I don't think he can run a defense worth a fuck, but he's
No.
a hell of an offensive mind. They've got other guys to do the defensive bullshit. I think they've got so much firepower on that Dolphins offense. It's gonna just come. I think blowout potential even, bro, against the Eagles, man. I think Eagles are gonna get exposed big time. If they weren't exposed already against the Jets, I mean, come on. Now you're gonna definitely force Jalen Hurts to have to throw because you know the Dolphins are gonna be throwing all over them, all goddamn it. Especially if they don't end up having Slay or Bradbury still, and if Jalen Carter's still out, boy, watch out. I can't believe this is a +122, bro. I got to go Dolphins on this all day. I'm going with the AFC East on this one, man. What do you got, Travis?
I will take the Philadelphia Eagles because they'll be able to. I think they're going to be able to run the ball and control the clock. It's going to be a tight one, but
There's going to be a tight one. This is going to be close.
Oh man, that's a toss up. I'm going to take the Eagles. They're at home. Like I said, I think they're able to run the ball, control
Tough
the
place to
clock,
play.
and
Lincoln
not to-
Financial,
yeah.
whatever.
And I think the Eagles will run the ball more this time. They learned that Jalen Hurts can get rattled, and he's not Superman. So I'll take the Eagles.
Cool. Samo?
God, I hate to do this to my boy Jalen, man, but I think Anthony, I think you're right, man. I think this is the I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think this is the week where the Eagles really start to get exposed. And then they have a downward trajectory for the next couple games. I don't know. I think they'll still make playoffs, but they're not going to. I think the 5-1 start's kind of flukish because they've been in a lot of close games. So I think the Dolphins really blow the top off of them. And I think the Dolphins win by at least 7-10 points.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. You know, the big thing is, man, I was thinking about this
I
actually.
hate to say it though, man. I love Jalen Hurts, but
Yeah, we all love Jalen.
That team just hasn't been clicking like they were last year without their offensive coordinator. I don't know. I'm just not sold on the Eagles anymore, especially after what they did with that Jets game. So
Yeah, man. Travis was saying that last week, man, with Jalen Hulu has live sports. He hasn't really been distributing the ball as well as we thought he was going to be.
they're good at managing the clock, though, like Travis said, and they have the ability to do that. But that Dolphins offense, dude,
I just think that
is unstoppable.
The game plan's out there now, man. We saw them do this all last season. And it's like teams have finally figured out, man, if you can stop their run, if you can contain Jalen Hurts somehow and force him to throw. Dude, I was saying it all season last year. I know I went overboard with it, calling them pretenders all year. They're not going to win a game in the playoffs, yada yada yada, and they end up going to the NFC, winning the NFC Championship. But I mean, you force this team to throw, and we talked about it at the top of the show, the ability of these defenses in these last couple of years to really start making these games a lot tighter. Their defenses are playing better than the offenses are. And it's starting to become very, very noticeable that Jalen Hurts is not very good under pressure. And when you constantly pressure him, when you force him to make throws, there's just too many honestly, it might be a problem of just too many options to throw to, man.
You
too
shut
many
the fuck up and let me
to.
make my pick, damn it.
It just is.
You could have talked the whole time you did your pick. Why the fuck can't I talk now?
I was about to let you
for a minute.
I was about to let you. I don't know, Jamie, because you fucking did the Falcons pick and I couldn't hear a goddamn word you were saying. You were fucking skipping out. I was just waiting for Falcons to come out of your mouth so I can fucking move on to the next guy with your fucking
shit-ass
connection.
Shit-ass internet. I hate this shit. You pay like $80 a month for bullshit. Anyway, Samo sounded a lot like you last season. I was going to say was just he's thinking they're pretenders, and I was going to go back into saying what you said was you said they were pretenders all year. Miami's just playing so well. You saw what happened in the last game. What were they up by 14-21 and they sat 2 and then fucking Mike White threw that pick 6.
Yeah,
So-
immediately one pass. One
One
pass.
pass, boom. It's like, nah, you come sit back down. But yeah, I mean, Miami's just unstoppable right now. Until someone slows them down or someone gets hurt, Miami.
Cool, man. Cool.
I like the Eagles, but they're playing another different ball game right now. They're going to be setting all kinds of records by the end of the season.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my picks of the week, and then Travis, you want to hit your fantasy studs and duds right after. We'll close it out with that, man. Like I said, Dolphins money line 122 plus. That's gonna be my underdog line to take. My favorites line to take: Browns minus 124 against Indianapolis without AR. You know, Gardner Minshew coming in. You saw how they looked. Look for the Browns to win this one. They're gonna contain Moss and JT again. They're gonna have a bad day. Travis Etienne, anytime touchdown against New Orleans, for sure. Guy had 2 scores last week.
Peace last week.
Yeah, even if they don't even have Lawrence, I still think they get down there into the gold zone, and he's your option right now for them. And I've also got big surprise guys here. Big surprise. Don't laugh at me, but I got Kenny Pickett over 219.5 passing yards against LA. LA is going to be putting up huge numbers on. Yep. Let me explain why.
That offense?
Let me explain why. I know
George
I bad
Pickens
offense
time.
is. Let me explain why. Because
Is
LA
Deontay coming? Is Deontay coming back? They said they said he'd be
still another
ready
week.
week 7. They said week 7 possibility. If he comes
Hopefully,
back,
God,
maybe.
I need him back though. But 49. Yeah, the 49. The Rams are gonna absolutely fucking just throw all over their asses. They're gonna run it up the score. They got Kyron Williams if he's healthy. God, please be healthy. He doesn't look healthy. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm holding out hope.
Johnson's return. They said yesterday Johnson hamstring has been designated to return from the IR.
Thank God, I need him in another
Oh
week.
yeah,
need
that
him
doesn't mean he
bad.
plays though.
I need him bad. I need
But
him
yeah,
this week.
LA is going to be putting up numbers. They still got Nashua. They still got Atwell. They're going to be putting up numbers. They're going to force Kenny Pickett to have to throw the ball a lot here, man. That Pittsburgh run game, non-existent right now. We're not seeing anything. It's trash.
Oh,
So, I mean, listen, a guy especially if the Rams go up early, which we think they will, if they go up, 2-3 scores by the, end of the second quarter, Kenny Pickett's going to have to throw and throw and throw and throw. He's going to hit somebody. And 219 yards throwing for most of the game. Come on. It's just such a low line. That's why I picked that. I'm not picking Kenny Pickett to have a career game. It's 219 yards. Come on.
Pickett's is going to have 180 of them.
Sam Howell couldn't do it. You think Pickett can do it? Yeah, right.
God fucking damn it. Dude.
Ooh, he ain't gonna let you live that down.
I just hit a sore
Those
spot.
are my picks. So again, we're gonna go Dolphins money line, Browns money line, ETN anytime, and Kenny Pickett over 219 yards. Travis,
fantasy
week
studs
6.
and duds.
Fantasy studs and duds, baby. What do you got, man?
Raheem Mostert tore it up this past week. Adam Thielen tore it up this past week. Travis Kelce tore it up. Jared Goff tore it up. Now for the fucking duds of the week, as always. Back to the dud board. Damian Pierce. Look like trash again. Marquise Brown, I have no idea who would pick you in a lineup, but you're a dud this week. Cole Kmet, Sam's boy, who was all over the trade market with Cole Kmet. Actually got a trade done. Dud. And Brock Purdy looked like straight garbage. Straight trash for once. First loss in his regular season. Dud. That's it, boys.
Oh, dude, fucking Cole Kmet, fucking driving through shit town without a car. All right, everybody. Thank you.
Waiver wire pickups, man. Go get Zach Evans, Rams running back.
All right, dude. Yo, with Amari DeMarcado, you're done, bro. 11 yards. No, I can't trust you
Go
anymore.
get Zach Evans, man. He's gonna be starting for the LA Rams.
Dude, defenses had more points than him last week.
Oh, God.
Jesus
Yeah, I think
Christ.
Zach Wilson had more rushing yards.
It's all right, dude. If DeMarcado has one good game this year, one good game, you're dead.
I'm done.
Just so you know.
I'm done.
You're
You had them
dead.
for 1 week. You told us to pick them up for 1 week.
Damn it, Breaking Walls, Deflating Balls podcast.
You might need him next week, man. You never know, man. James Conner ain't coming back this year, so
I'm done.
What
See
up-
you
what
later.
up- what about Miami?
You guys on the Breaking Walls, Deflating Balls.
What about Miami's backup?
Oh, again, thank you to social
Oh, you talking about
media
Ogden?
consultants for
Yeah.
sponsoring the show and helping
Good.
us out, Shelly and Hal. Thank you for Jerry
Good
Hart
touchdown.
guitar straps. Made all the guitar straps for all your favorite people, like Elton John, I think, and Taylor Swift, and a whole bunch of people. Thank you for coming on. Episode 34, Breaking Walls, Breaking Balls podcast. I'm your host, Tony. Thank you to Travis, Samo, Jamie. We'll see you.
Way too many stuffers. I can't hold that. Body full of scars.
Like I
Face
did.
full of
Fucking
tats.
God,
You
hey,
pray on your knees. I pray to my strap.
Hey, you got fired
Say you
yet?
won't smoke, but if I come with it, money on your head, nigga.